I seen it all and been through it all, yo. Let y'all niggas know right now. Word the mother for real, for real.
Welcome to Blacker Than Black Times Infinity! I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the stack. This is episode motherfucking 14. On my left, the one and only Blue.
Thought I told you not to interrupt my podcast.
Ooh, I like that. That's good shit. On my far right, the birthday boy, the one and only Kronos.
Another year closer to dying.
Ooh.
All right, on my immediate motherfucking right, the oldest ninja in the world, back once again.
Straight out of the podcast, crazy motherfucking name, old ninja, from a gang called BTI. We got all that geek shit for your ass. If you didn't know, we come straight out of the podcast.
All right, and unfortunately, this week we do not have Stitch joining us from the south. So
Nigga act like he got a job and shit.
Exactly. So shout out to him and everybody listening for him on his behalf down in Louisiana. Where the fuck do we want to start, gentlemen?
Hold on. There's a couple things I want to start with. One's a present for y'all, but I gotta wait for this to load.
Wait, we should have a present for your ass.
Well,
happy birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday was on Monday.
Yeah.
So?
Yeah.
Happy birthday and 2 days.
Happy belated.
While he's got that loaded up, I got something for you guys.
Oh, shit.
So if you know what this is, don't say anything, because other people might not know, but...
He's reaching into his bag for something.
It's like a little...
Is it food?
Is it gumbo?
It's in a Tupperware.
Don't say what it is. Like, if you know what it is, then don't say anything.
Don't say
But I got some grapes for y'all.
But I don't... Wait, what?
Got some grapes.
Oh,
This?
okay.
Try some.
All right, you try.
No, you try.
All right. I'm reaching in a bowl for some grapes.
I'm grabbing a grape.
I won't grab a grape.
Oh, wait, I think I know what these are.
Yeah.
Are these grapes
Are these
filled with
not
alcohol?
Did you soak these in Everclear?
No, try them out.
I have. It just tastes like a grape.
No,
Whoa.
they don't.
No, those don't taste like no grape.
Mine tastes grapey.
Those don't taste
Try another one. Maybe your beer is affecting it.
There's
What the fuck
This
is
don't
going
taste like no regular grape.
no.
on? While they're listening to the
So
show,
if you've been on the internet, these have been blowing up the internet lately.
what the fuck is going on?
They
dude?
don't taste like. They have the grape texture, but they're not. Don't taste totally.
They
like
don't
grapes.
taste like no grape.
Are these some Rocky Mountain oysters? What the fuck
No
is going
shit.
on?
I think we just got Bill Cosby.
Oh,
Yeah.
night, nigga.
Somebody fucking.
What is
So
happening?
no, these are grapes that a company crossbred to make taste like cotton candy.
That's
Cotton candy.
Mine
yeah.
tastes nothing like cotton candy.
yeah.
I'm
Mine
gonna try-
actually. Now that he mentioned the
little bit,
aftertaste,
yeah,
does
the
have that
aftertaste
little bit.
I
Of,
got nothing on
try it
my
again.
first
yeah,
one.
I think
Try one more.
I think your beer fucked you up.
Yeah, it might be the beer affecting your taste buds.
And make sure to smack into the microphone too.
I'm smacking hard. No, I still don't get that. Fuck that shit.
So get it? All right.
That's fucking
So,
That was
crazy.
weird
Wow.
because we started off with a taste challenge on a radio show. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So wait, how did you even acquire these?
So they had these at Release, and they also have them at Whole Food and Sprinkles. What's that other place?
Yeah, sprinkles.
Sprouts. It's at Sprouts.
Sprinkle. Oh, Sprouts.
All right.
These
That was
motherfuckers are
cool.
expensive though.
Before you go, I just want to give one quick shout out. On Saturday, we had an awesome podcast with Timbo Slice. Shout out to him. He was awesome.
Him and his whole family came out to visit me for my birthday, so they gave me a really cool birthday weekend. So thanks. His two kids, they made me presents, and one of them said it was something about podcast. And it's in the other room, but I don't want to show it 'cause my name's on it. But it says basically. It was something like basically, good luck on the podcast.
Nice.
So it's pretty
That's
awesome.
cool.
That's pretty tight.
That was
All right,
awesome.
what you got for us,
All right,
Carlos?
so I just want y'all to listen to this and tell me what you think.
All right. Welcome to Blacker Than Black Times Infinity. 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 Welcome to Blacker Than Black Times Infinity.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Blow y'all
Oh no!
So the theory that Prodigy is getting loud as fuck on every fucking episode is totally true. It escalates.
That was like one of those mathematical curves you see in class where it starts out from 0 and it just goes up all the way to like infinity for sure. That's hella funny. All I can think about was fucking Boondocks and fucking Uncle Ruckus going like, all I see is it going darker and blacker.
I was gonna auto tune it. I think I'll do that for next week. I gotta figure out how to auto tune shit. And auto tune it.
You know what? Anybody out there who's good with doing audio stuff, I would love to see like a music video with just Black and Black Times Infinity coming from Prodigy. Should be hilarious.
We need like more active video. If you can see the periscopes that we did, you probably slice that together. That's just hella funny.
Powerful.
Yeah, man. Uncle Ruckus up in there.
Why don't you start up Periscope? Because I thought, Stitch.
Oh, Stitch was going to try to watch?
Yeah, one to watch.
All right, yeah.
All right.
While he's doing that,
that's hilarious.
That's some good shit. That's a nice way to start. What do we want to start off with?
We can start off with your number one then.
Yeah, let's start out. Yeah, this is all you, Prodigy.
How do we want to set this up? Okay, so... Okay. No.
Okay, so there's this particular actress that's out there, and most of you probably know who she is because she's famous for the Twilight series. Yes, I'm talking about Kristen Stewart. So Prodigy has hated this actress for a very, very long time.
This bitch.
And he has this, actually, it's more of a rant, but he calls it
it's just the right fucking attitude to have. That's
it's more of a dossier of how much he hates her and how everyone else should hate her.
Everyone should. Let me piggyback on that. So Kristen Stewart, I don't even know how. She's not even relevant any fucking more. Is she in any? No, she is in a movie.
Yeah, she's in the American Ultra.
Yeah,
looks fucking awful.
That's out on Friday, actually. By the way,
the guy from the '70s show.
No, she's from Social Network. That's Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah,
Lex Luthor.
I thought there is. Who's the one with the guy from the '70s show as well? There's something with him in it too.
I don't know.
Maybe
I'm not even going to fact check it because I don't like her.
Any in the fuck way. She's not attractive at all. Mm-hmm. Like no part of being cute, hot, anything. And she can't fucking act. Oh. And then she doesn't have any fucking personality. So her entire start into Hollywood just shouldn't have happened.
Whoa. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? She never should have gotten a break if you can't act and aren't hot.
Well, she was a kid, she was a child actress when she came in.
But I mean, her big start was really, really Twilight. Nobody really knew who the fuck she was before that. Oh, and she was lucky to get in that role, and she ran with it. But she's just a stank ass bitch that nobody should give a fuck about. You know what I mean? Not hot, just bugly.
She's average at best.
Yeah, but then
but even off screen, she's ugly. Like she hooks up with married men with that director and whatnot.
Yeah, that's reason. I mean,
when I see her like in normal clothes, she looks like she would smell funny.
Bad.
So, also recently, she's
to watch her draws.
Well, she's on the cover of a magazine. I forgot which one, but she talks about her sexuality and how
nobody cares about that.
Yeah, that's what she points out.
Unless she makes out a porno, then I'll be like, okay, let's see this.
I'm not watching that bullshit.
Yeah, you would. Don't lie. You would down. Yeah, you would. You put it on your little.
But I'm watching angry though.
It'd be awful though because she was getting fucked by a diamond dick, right?
Yeah,
dude from Twilight. He had a diamond dick, right?
Yeah.
So apparently, she might be with the girl now.
Who knows? But
she with some DJs.
She just doesn't belong in fucking Hollywood. She's just not.
Anything. Well, she belongs taking my order at McDonald's or perhaps Starbucks.
But she also seemed fucking entitled. Like she feels like, or she has this attitude when she's getting interviewed that makes it appear like, oh, I'm the shit. You guys should know that I'm the shit. And I'm like, no, bitch, you haven't fucking done anything. And even the shit you did, you're lucky to have gotten that opportunity.
Yeah, I agree.
All based on some. I don't know who the fuck the casting director was for Twilight, but they sure did fucking miss the boat. Not that I watched that shitty ass movie, but fuck that motherfucker. I don't want to talk about this shit.
Yeah,
raise my fucking blood pressure on this bullshit. Fuck Kristen. Fuck K-Stu.
See, that's why I love bringing it up because I know no matter what we're doing or what we're talking about, if you mention her name, his face goes stank, and then he usually gives the same rant, and it's usually about her fandom.
Yeah,
and he's just like, because you mentioned that she shits on her fandom, so to speak. But I haven't seen it because she's always talking about her fans.
Fuck her
but
fans.
I just think it's hilarious that
Well,
you
here's
just.
the thing. I don't really think she has true fans. I think she has people who like the Twilight movies, and she's in them. That's it.
Possibly, but I know that she lost a lot of fans when she was when she cheated when she was in Snow White and the Huntsman.
Fuck that bitch.
And
That
like,
movie was
because
horrible.
everyone was like, "Oh, they're the dream couple," because it was her and Robert Pattinson, and then all of a sudden, she's this stank bitch.
I think because like co-stars fell in love with each other and started.
Yeah,
dating,
you know. So if you were watching the Twilight series and you're a big fan, that was like kind of your like Hollywood dream fantasy come true, and then all of a sudden, this chick like destroys it. So
Yeah.
Every time I see that dude, though, I think it's Cedric Diggory, and I get kind of sad.
Oh, from Harry Potter.
I'm a Harry Potter fan. Sorry.
That's awesome.
I read all the books.
Those
That's
were
awesome.
really great movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were good.
Well, not all of them. The first two are.
What the
I
first
haven't
one?
gone back and watched them.
Yeah, if you
Oh.
go back and watch them, they're not that great. But
I
the
thought they
other
were
ones
good.
are really
The
good.
third one's probably one of the best. Prisoner of Azkaban is probably one of the
I was just
best.
gonna say the 7, the part 1 and 2.
Those are good too,
thought
but
those
my
were the
favorite
best.
is definitely Prisoner of Azkaban
You
because
thought
you
one
get
and two were
Gary
the best?
Oldman.
No. The end,
last two.
The last
Yeah,
two. Where
those
it was
are
a
great.
two-parter.
Yeah.
What was it called? Deadly Hollows? Or,
Yeah, Deathly Hallows,
Yeah,
Deathly
part 1 and
Hollows.
2.
Those were fucking fantastic.
that was the finale, right? The last two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last two. I thought
I mean,
those were.
Are they talking about having like, or at least I guess she's making
Spin-off.
books?
No,
Yeah,
a spin-off movie which started I think yesterday.
Oh,
So they're filming a spin-off. I don't exactly know all it about.
But with Harry in it?
No, I
They
think
don't-
it's like some of the characters that were like at Hogwarts, and they get like their own like movie. I guess
like
I don't know.
backstory.
They don't.
Yeah, I don't know the whole thing.
Yeah, they don't really need to keep the same characters, right?
No.
She created pretty much a whole different universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think she can stick with other characters, just with the same,
She
deal.
could go younger. She could go with the next, basically, generation
Yeah,
of
she
Glassmen
literally.
becoming
Yeah,
wizards.
you can just.
or when they grow up,
True.
or other people grew up or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to do. I think they're just going to focus on like a different class, and some side characters will probably have a. You'll probably see like Dobby again and some other stuff. I don't know.
Wait.
Dobby died.
He
How
died,
dare you?
motherfucker.
Hey,
Yeah,
come
but
back.
you might see like some flashbacks. It'll probably be around the same
Maybe-
time that they were at school, but won't focus.
Maybe Debbie had a kid.
Oh, maybe it did.
Got it on.
Yeah,
Maybe he cloned himself.
Dobby had a kid named Doobie. Fly as fuck all the time. Him and Towley.
Oh,
Y'all want a towel?
God damn, used to love Tally. I had a T-shirt with him on it.
I was
Yeah.
always mad that that Harry and Hermione never hooked up.
oh!
I thought they were gonna get together, but
I thought, yeah, I
I
thought
read the
Hermione
fucking
was
books.
going to
She got
cheat.
the redhead though, so
yeah.
No soul.
Yeah. It's all right though. You don't feel bad about doing anything to him.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Oh, we just lost
Damn.
one person.
Yeah, that one redhead.
Yeah, they're like, oh nope, none of them. No more.
guys.
Exactly.
Like, I'm so mad. Oh no, I'm not. I really don't care. I got no soul.
That's fucking terrible.
Just joking.
All right. So now, do we want to get into fantasy?
No, well, it doesn't matter to me. If you want to jump around, or you want to get.
I know.
Well, so we're talking about Harry Potter.
Yeah. I mean,
Good.
so
I,
I watched that last the Hobbit 5 Armies movie over
Yeah.
the weekend. I really loved it. That was fucking.
Was that your first time watching it?
Yeah, that's my first time watching it. I missed it in the theater.
wait, what?
It's way later.
Wait,
Well, it
you
was
know
like
that?
last year, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know
it's
that's
like-
a two-parter. That's like part 2.
No, it's part 3, man. Part
Well,
3 of the Hobbit.
Yeah, but I mean, did you watch the two preceding?
Yeah, I saw
okay.
the first 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't like the first one at all. I enjoyed 2 and 3. The ones with
Really?
Smaug.
I need a Smaug.
So wait, there's already a third one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Already? What the
shit.
fuck is
Yeah.
wrong with y'all?
Yeah. So they split the Hobbit into 3 movies.
And it was the
Yeah.
shortest book.
Yeah.
It should have been 3.
You know what? That was money grabbing right there.
It definitely
Yeah.
was. It definitely was. But I thought they did a great job on that.
Oh yeah, it was.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was good. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, that one holds up better than any of the others for with the third Lord of the Rings.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
You think the other 2 hold up better than the third one of The Hobbit? To the
Or the third one. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Return of the King was really good. I mean, that
That,
was
Return of the
that's
King
way
was
up
great.
here. That's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I still think the Lord of the Rings trilogy is the quintessential fantasy Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Set
Yeah,
movie.
I agree.
for now. But yeah, definitely.
My problem with Lord of the Rings was I actually didn't like it.
Whoa.
I just thought it was too long. It drug on.
It was
drug
fucking
on.
long. Yeah.
They're all long.
Yeah, but it was
Epic
too
story,
fucking
though.
long.
You know,
God
get
damn.
the fuck out.
They should have made it. They should have made it 6 movies.
Dang.
There are 6 movies.
technically
Technically.
I mean, well, there should be 12 then.
Oh,
Double the motherfuckers.
Wait, you're complaining about it being long, and then you want more movies? I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Well, because
that
like
one sitting.
once it get to a certain point where it goes beyond a certain amount of time, like I lose interest in it. It's like this is too fucking long. And then there's like I got to go pee, so I have to like get up and leave the theater. There's all the different shit happen.
Dude,
So
you know they're like out on Blu-ray and DVD. Like you could watch them and pause. You know,
but like it seems like they in certain spots they seem like they drug on the story went too long.
they're definitely not for everybody. I mean, they're not going to be.
I mean, they're not bad.
They're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I thought they were like really one of the best movies of last decade, last decade or whatever. Because what did they come out? 01, 02, 03? You know, something like that.
Something like that.
But I guess I was trying to say is, and I want to get you guys' opinion. Do you think that besides comic books, in the world of fantasy movies, they can get any better than Lord of the Rings, or do you think that there will be basically a rise in fantasy-like movies? And when I say that, I've heard rumors of Warcraft coming to the big screen in 17 or 16. I can't remember what year it's going to be.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but there's not enough fantasy movies out there. I mean, besides there was
there's a lot.
The Hobbit,
actually,
and then there's like World of Warcraft, but in between that, there's really no fantasy movies.
There's low level.
Yeah, but I don't count those though.
Yeah.
I think right now it's the wave is going to be comic books.
It's going to continue.
It's going to continue. Well, yeah. I mean, you see their timeline, and now DC's on board. I really want to see Image get back in this bitch, and come out with a new Spawn, or even some of their other comics like Savage Dragon or the Max or something like that.
Okay.
Get back in the mix. We'll see. I mean, because right now some of their comics are really popular. I mean, East to West we talk about all the time.
Yep.
Wicked and the Divine just got picked up for, I think it's a TV show, right?
Yeah.
It's not a movie.
Yeah.
So,
I heard about that.
yeah.
That's amazing.
There's a few others that would be really good for TVs or movies that I think I should look into.
So my thing is, I think Hollywood is pumping hard on the brakes on the fantasy movies, because the previous fantasy movies since Lord of the Rings that they've tried to do have not done too great. There's only like really a handful. Just to name a few, like the movie Inkheart, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe series, Percy Jackson series. They only got 2 out of that series.
But wait, hold on real quick. Do you put the Harry Potter series in the fantasy realm?
Yes, I would put that in there.
So that would be the exception.
That is definitely the exception, because that is probably the most successful. But another quick one's like Into the Woods, even though that was a recent movie, and there was a lot of.
How dare you? Did you even watch that movie?
No, I didn't.
Holy fucking shit. Hold on.
Wait. Before you say anything, I will say this. It did have a lot of accolades. However, it did not make the money that they were expecting.
You know what? It did have a lot of.
Let me tell you why. They honey-dicked us all with that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Right? They honey-dicked us. I went into that fucking show, and it was a goddamn musical. Nothing in the fucking commercials said anything about a musical.
Yeah.
I was so pissed. I was like, right when they started, it was like the first scene they started singing. I was like, is this gonna stop?
Yeah, you watched the wrong commercials, because the ones I saw they were singing. I was like,
I didn't see them singing.
nope, I'm not.
I saw a
Wait,
little
that's just the one
cue
with
here and
Johnny
there.
Depp and Meryl Streep, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a full-on
Musical.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So another quick list: The Seventh Son, which just came out. That literally was in the theater for like a month. No one saw that. The one with
There's been
Jeff
some
Bridges and Julianne Moore.
That looked awful.
We had
it looked bad.
Clash of the Titans, War of the Titans, and the
those
Spiderwick
are
Chronicles.
bad.
All of them fantasy movies did not do that great, with the exception of maybe the first Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, and maybe the first Percy Jackson, not including the Harry Potter series. What we are seeing though is good sci-fi finally. So I think since District 9 and 09 and Star Trek, we have been seeing more and more sci-fi movies that have been actually pretty decent, and especially the dystopian movies like Hunger Games,
Dystopian?
Yeah.
and however you want to.
He likes to die when he
like
to
to die.
dystopian.
With that one movie, was it like the Red Hood? Not Batman's Red Hood, but the one what is it called? Little Red Riding Hood story that they made into a movie. Would that be fantasy? And
that's like because that's like an old fairy tale.
Wait,
but
what
about-
don't you watch Grimm? You watch Grimm.
I watch Grimm. See, that's a TV show.
Okay.
But I'm looking at just theater movies.
What about Maleficent?
Also Game of Thrones. That is a fantasy series.
Game of Thrones is great.
Yeah,
That's
see,
fantasy.
but
That's TV.
that's what I'm saying. That's another TV show. As far as feature films, Hollywood is slowed down, and I think they are trying to figure out what they want to do. I mean, there are a couple exceptions, like Snow White and the Huntsman did pretty good.
Still brought notes.
Yeah, I did write notes.
Maleficent.
Yeah, it did do good. I
Damn
saw
good.
that movie. I wasn't too happy with it.
Oh, man.
But it did well.
It
I'm
did
sure
do
it
well.
made its money back.
So
That's
the
what I'm
two
saying.
big ones everyone's looking at is the new Dungeons and Dragons movie. Now that all the legal shit is done, and Warcraft.
Wait, is Marlon Wayans going to be in it this time?
Yeah, I was about
No.
to say they had a Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah,
movie back in
no,
the day.
no. There
Yeah,
was
that sucked.
they've been in like legal battles. I don't remember exactly, but it just cleared recently, and they greenlit a movie. So there's going to be a Dungeons and Dragons movie within the next 3 years.
So there's a legal battle. I wonder if in the courtroom they had a 20-sided die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
got a
won.
crit.
All right.
Yeah. So at Comic-Con, they had
You should
the
not pass.
Warcraft cast. They were interviewed by Nerdist. So that comes out next year. So I don't remember. I don't know when, but there's going to be that. That'll probably be one of the first big next fantasy wave of movies. So
But
we'll see
can't
what
we
happens.
all admit, though, that prior to Iron Man with the MCU, there were a lot of shitty comic book movies.
Incorrect.
There were a lot. I didn't say all of them
No,
were shitty.
you're right, but that's not what started the good movies.
Oh.
I can't believe you're totally overlooking fucking Blade.
Yeah.
Blade
was great.
was amazing.
Blade
Blade was
was a
amazing.
jump-
The first
Blade was a
Spider-Man
jump off.
was great.
The first Spider-Man wasn't great to me.
Well, compared
It
to the
was
ones
good.
before it, if you
Yeah.
go back to like the first Captain America and the first Punisher movies with Dolph
Well,
Lundgren,
in the 70s,
yeah,
and
those were
yeah,
like
yeah.
straight up awful.
Yeah, those were bad.
Yeah,
But I'm
Blade-
saying they had a lot of bad movies too, though. I mean,
Yeah. What I'm saying though is when Blade started is kind of when they started getting good again.
Yeah.
because it was Blade, then it was X-Men, then it was Spider-Man, and they started getting better and better and better
So-
until we got to the MCU,
Yeah.
and then they're all great.
see, I would put
Well, almost all.
Yeah, almost all. I mean, we've talked about some of those, but I would just put that some of those X-Men movies were awful. Some of the early Hulk, and you know how much of a Hulk fan I am.
But even as awful as even some of the Hulks are awful too. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
but
first
they were
Hulk.
still better than the other movies prior to that era.
Yeah, because some of them were so bad they never got an actual release.
Yeah,
Like
they were really
Roger
bad.
Corman's
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, the Captain America movie. Like you can find them at cons.
yeah,
Yeah, and they're on
Nick
VHS.
Fury.
Yeah.
Nick Fury
Yeah,
had a movie
Nick
with
Fury
Phil
was
Hasselhoff.
So Nick
Ghost
Fury,
Rider and
Yeah.
Daredevil
I
and
s-
Elektra. Those were bad movies.
They were bad, yeah.
Electra, I saw in the theater. It was terrible. I was like, oh, what's
Yeah.
going on?
I guess I'm just trying to say that there were a lot of bad comic book movies. Like you named a lot of bad fantasy movies.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of bad comic book movies that we all
there
agree on
have,
too.
there have, but I mean, there's been some really big ones. Of course, Tim Burton's Batman, the Richard Donner Superman series. You know, those are huge.
Well, I think one of the problems that one of the things that we see right now, I think the reason why that sci-fi is on the rise is because we're in the future, y'all, and I think a lot of people are disappointed with the way our future is right now.
Yeah. No,
As far as like
we have hoverboards, but not all the other.
not
cool
really.
stuff.
Yeah,
we
it's
kind
like-
of have hoverboards.
And like the hoverboard idea I had for a long. I said this like 10 years ago. I was like, if you want a hoverboard, all you have to do is get fucking magnets, and then get some kind of ferrous material in the ground, and you can hover. All right,
Yeah.
it's not that hard.
Mhm.
Anybody can figure that shit out. That's what they're doing now. But as far as like, if you look at the Jetsons is supposed to be in the year 2000.
Oh wow.
We're in 2015 right now. All right,
Yeah.
we don't have any real viable flying cars. I know Terra Fugia is one of them, but it's still
Isn't
far
that like
behind.
$800,000 or something
Well,
bullshit?
the base price is. I think it's coming down, but it's still not. It's still in pre-production. You
Yeah.
know, we're not there at all. Nothing's hovering.
Yeah.
Nothing's really.
Yeah,
I mean, we got flat TVs. That's dope.
That's cool.
But other than that, I mean,
And
you know-
smartphones.
and Teslas, those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think with the advent of 9/11, I don't really think they want people flying cars around.
Yeah, I don't trust anybody because people can barely drive a fucking car. So
Yeah,
now,
so
if,
hold on,
now if a computer can control it,
You guys are
that'd be
giving the
fucking
same argument as people gave for cars.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
No, like the exact same argument.
Yep.
You're driving around little bombs. You're gonna kill everybody.
Yep.
So-
No. My thing is people will exploit that and exploit it and be like, oh, now that we have this, we are going to use this as a weapon, not just
But
because
are
they
we
can't
still
drive.
talking about sci-fi movies? Or
No, we're talking about the invention of
You could do
cars.
the same thing with cars, though. You can.
Yeah, you could,
You
but
can load a car up with bombs and just blow everybody up.
but they
but
done.
now, yeah,
People
but
don't do it.
Yeah, but when you can you can disable a car remotely. If you disable something in the air,
You can't disable. You're not disabling a car. You can disable
What?
a certain amount of cars remotely, and it's very
Yeah.
hard to do. You can't disable my car remotely.
well, you have OnStar.
No,
Oh. You have LoJack.
no.
Let's get back to sci-fi. So sci-fi, there have been some great movies lately.
Great sci-fi, and they're
Yeah.
going to continue to roll out more sci-fi.
So you're betting more for sci-fi continuing their trend, more for comic book movies continuing their trend, and fantasy being hit and miss?
I think fantasy will be another slow roll to see. I think they want Warcraft to be a jump off because then they can tell numerous stories, but it has to be good. It has to be great, and that's kind of a lot of pressure.
And I have high hopes for World of Warcraft only because I'm a huge fan of Blizzard. Everything that they do, even back to like Rock and Roll Racing, that's like way back in the day.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah,
that's old.
And like Lost Vikings, that's like super old.
Never played it.
But yeah, they're great, and they won't release a product until it's right. So I have high hopes for that. But other than them, I really don't see anybody writing. That's the problem, right? I don't see anybody writing really good fantasy anything except for what's the guy? George R. R. Martin. He writes really good books, apparently. Yeah. But other than that, I don't know. Internet, you can correct me if I'm wrong. There's not a whole lot of fantasy books that I know of, but I'm not reading a whole lot of fantasy books right now that I know of that are good and viable for TV shows.
And I'll say this: I'll freely admit, before Game of Thrones was on HBO, I had not heard of the books.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard of the books, but
I had seen the books. Never. I think there's a lot of stuff that could be like nobody's ever developed. I was a big Piers Anthony fan growing up, and he has both sci-fi and fantasy stuff, and none of his stuff's been translated to film or TV. Yeah. So there's a lot of great stuff and stories that he could be doing or that they can make. So it's just really I think if they can find an audience and have the want for it, then it'll happen. But I think we're still gonna. I mean, we got Prometheus 2 coming, we got Avatar 2 coming, Star Wars coming.
Yep.
Just more and more sci-fi is going to be coming out, and then we get gems. We get stuff like Elysium and Edge of Tomorrow coming out. So we're going to keep getting more stuff like that.
Yeah, the Edge of Tomorrow. I think people slept on that because they saw that it was what's his name, Tom Cruise, but it was still a decent movie.
It was
I've
seen that movie a few times. That movie's pretty dope.
I just saw Mission Impossible I saw from her birthday. That movie was great.
Yeah, it was a good ass movie.
Same formula, but it still works.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's is that still in the spy espionage though, right?
Yeah.
And action, basically.
Yeah, and it's like on the fringe of science right now, fringe of sort of sci-fi. Okay, that's why I like it because I always have some stuff that's like right there on the fringe.
Oh, with the tech,
tech all the tech.
Yeah,
it's great.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
like kind of a modern American Bond, with pushing tech and spy stuff.
Yeah, and one of the parts that I liked was they had a motorcycle chase scene.
Oh yeah,
and it's with my motorcycle, so it's pretty cool. It's the black version of it, but yeah, I have a BMW S1000RR. So
nice, good shit.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a great racing in that movie with the bikes.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Well, so that's our segue to our review then.
Have you seen it, Sleep?
Oh, I didn't even see it. There's a review for it. Yeah. You watch it?
Yes, I've seen it.
That's review that shit.
I thought it was amazing. I thought it was great. Even though, like you said, a lot of people there's a lot of Tom Cruise haters, but if you watch his films, he's actually a capable actor. I mean, people go see his stuff, and I really like he's been doing a lot of sci-fi as well. The only one I put in question was Oblivion.
I like that movie.
I did like it too, but I mean, a lot of
the one that was based in the future with the whole. It was just him and some chick.
Yeah,
Earth is
deserted. So a lot of people didn't get it. They were watching it and they're confused.
People are stupid. That's why.
But
America.
Oblivion, I thought was great. Edge of Tomorrow was amazing.
Minority Report was really good too.
Minority Report is still amazing. Now they're doing a TV show.
The show coming out,
yeah. But Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation was great. I mean, it still has. What I like about it is that it's not just him. It's about him and his crew.
Yeah.
So they're all trying to work together, and then there's always that one person that you're questioning: are they for the team or against the team? Mm-hmm. So that is play, and this isn't even directed by Abrams, even though he's producer. But
that woman that was in there, she was a smoke show. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, she was pretty cute.
She was hot.
Yeah. And she was pretty lethal.
Here's what I got to know. Though. We all like the Bourne movies. Is this one? Are the Mission Impossible movies head and shoulders above the Bourne movies?
I wouldn't say head and shoulders, but it's right up there with them.
Yeah,
so it's kind of neck and neck.
Easily.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't seen all.
It's a different style of movies. It's a totally different style of movie, though.
It is different. I would say the Bourne are a lot more brutal.
Yeah,
and it's very low tech.
It's a lot of fight scenes.
Yeah, it's with Bourne. There's a lot more parkour and free running involved. And usually Bourne is weaponless, and then he has to take someone's weapon or build a weapon on the spot and then do it, and then there's a lot of running and then a car chase scene.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much it. But with Mission Impossible, there's always that top of the line or cutting edge or theoretical tech that's involved.
What's her name?
Rebecca Ferguson.
Oh, so we're looking at Rebecca Ferguson, who's in Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation.
Not only is she hot, but she's like in the movie, she was in really good shape.
Yeah.
Wait. Hashtag white girls out of future.
Yeah.
She's
one thing
English.
I thought was cool with the movie that they were saying on like all the news that Tom Cruise did a lot of his action scenes, like the scenes on the water and the part on the plane.
They do that in every single movie. They say that, but he does that in all of his movies. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
He does most of his stunts.
Yeah,
99% of his stunts.
So I know with the underwater scene, like the directors had to like cut a bunch of times because they thought he was really drowning. Like that was really him like acting, and when they would pull him out, he'd be like, "Wait, what you doing? Like I'm just fucking acting. I'm good. I'm acting good."
So I'm about to do some service here. I'm about to. So
I'm gonna hate on him after that.
Yeah. So a few years ago, Tom Cruise did an interview with Sway he's from the Bay. He's a MTV DJ. Actually, I don't know what he's doing now. But he's still involved in entertainment. And what he did, it was Sway's first time hanging out with Tom Cruise. What he did is he let him go bike riding with him. So he had 2 trucks.
Motorcycles or bicycles?
Yes, 2 motorcycle trucks filled with like all of his toy motorcycles.
Yeah.
And he let him ride one, and he didn't treat him like, so he let him ride one of his bikes. He had a first responder team, and he's like, we're going to do this. We're going to go through some safety stuff in case you fall, and if something happens, we're going to be right there. So Sway goes, he rides, he takes a spill, he takes a dive. It's not too bad. The first one on the scene is Tom Cruise. He's the first one. Like his team is running towards him, and he's in front of them, running to Sway. And then like they check him out, he's okay. Later on that night, they go to the premiere of Mission Impossible. Like that's actually pretty tight.
So I'll give you 2 points. One is a good one. The other one's a bad one. All right. First one is Tom Cruise is a huge motorcycle enthusiast, which I love. He has this bike called the Virus, and it's a really cool.
Who makes that?
It's called Virus, I think, the actual company, and it's his bike that you can actually get custom made to you. I'm going to pull it up for everybody that's watching, or not. Well, everybody here.
Well, you can tweet it out.
Tweet it out there. So he's typing.
But the part that I'm gonna shit on is that he made a comment kind of back in the day that he was saying that the training that he's had in his movies is better than or equal to the training that the military gets. Basically saying that he's gone through the same stuff that the military has. And that's fucking ridiculous. You're a dumb motherfucker for mentioning that. Because there's if you're in a movie and you're going through your quote-unquote military training, it's only for a couple of days, or for a couple of hours a day, and you're going back to your nice, luxurious trailer, and you can go home. When you're in the military, or at least when I was in the Marine Corps, you get none of that. You get yelled at pretty much 24 hours a day. You got to wake up early. You get shit on all day, and then you got to work out. Like it's hard. And for this guy to say that basically what he's done is at least as hard as what we did is asinine.
He's a big dumb actor. I mean,
well, I know. You know what? I think when he does the training like that, he doesn't go back to the trailer. He wants that full experience. He wants to be that method actor. I'm pretty sure he stays.
Even if he does...
he's still not.
Yeah,
he's nowhere near the... Yeah.
No, he's not like a super soldier or nothing. Because
I was saying it. Probably in the
he's
military.
He's not a soldier at all.
No, he's
in
not.
the military. They're there to break your will and stuff.
Yeah, you got to see that. I mean, for every movie that... What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's some other
like that Kerrigan. So hold on. So we're looking at the Virus, but on my other page, I have a picture of a cosplay for Kerrigan, which is amazing. Isn't that fucking amazing?
Yeah, I've seen that before. I've seen that.
I'll tweet it out.
Tweet it out.
I'll tweet it out.
Tweet out both.
What's up?
Is this the braking system here? This little...
Yeah, so it's actually... It's got 2 single-sided swing arms.
Oh, sweet.
So the front is a single-sided swing arm as well.
Damn.
So for you y'all out there that don't know anything about bikes, if you look at a normal bike, they have forks. Like a normal bicycle, they have forks. There's 2 things that are holding the wheels together. But on some bikes, they have what's called a single-sided swing arm. So basically, there's an arm that comes out, and it holds the wheel with just one arm. And that's why it's called single-sided swing arm.
This kind of looks like the motorcycle that they had in, is it not Edge of Tomorrow, but the other one, Oblivion?
They probably did.
They probably designed it off of this.
Yeah, they probably did.
It was only one arm. It was only one-sided swing arm.
Yeah, well, this bike is different, but yeah, it probably might have been based on it. But
yeah,
I mean, it's a cool bike. The fact that you can, it's a luxury motorcycle that they custom fit to you. So you go in there and they measure you all up, and then they build the bike to your specs.
This is in America?
Yeah, I think it's in America. Yeah.
Okay,
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's pretty cool.
How much do they run?
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, the character you were naming was from
Character was from StarCraft.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just one of my favorite games of all time. I used to be 15th in the world at StarCraft on ladder for a while.
Fuck that game. I played it once on a LAN party
and got smashed.
I didn't get smashed, man. I got fucking because like I remember like I was all setting up my team and like trying to upgrade all my shit, and we had like a 5-minute window before you can attack the person. Mm-hmm. Man, 5 minutes passed. This guy had my base surrounded. Every little guy I sent out got murdered.
Yeah, you know me and your former roommate.
Oh yeah.
That nigga. I got that fucked blew over, but we used to play all the time. We played like probably 8 hours a day, like easy. We play a lot. We would fuck dudes up. Like we could have wrote a book on StarCraft.
Sure. So basically, you're saying you were Korean for a while.
I was Korean for a while.
There you go.
So
did we find out if it's American based with that bike company?
I can't tell.
Virus.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So wait, what
shout out
did
for
you?
Virus.
I think it's Italian. To be honest with you.
Okay.
Blue, what did you think of Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation?
I thought it was really good. I mean, I thought the one before was better though, but
It is Italian.
this one was still really good. Like all the whole action scenes and the whole is this person a spy or they a double spy and all the different kind of shit. But like all the tech stuff they had in there was fucking amazing. Like how there's that one scene where they delete the microchip because she put it on top of his phone, like shit like that. That shit was pretty cool.
Even though you can't really do that.
It's a movie.
Just saying, it's a movie. Yeah, it's a movie, but yeah, you can't.
But if the chip had like a near field like
NFC?
connection, NFC, then it could happen.
But if not, then that's total bullshit.
Yeah,
unless they have like a little EMP inside.
Yeah.
Of it,
Yeah, which would damage probably both phones.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
But yeah, it was a really good fucking movie and hilarious. It was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
I
just like they brought back. Funny. Yeah, I just like they brought back Ving Rhames again. The last one, he was just like kind of in it. Like he's in the beginning and the end. This one, he's actually in the movie.
That should.
So
everybody's agreeing. Awesome movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah, I love it.
Way better than Fantastic Four.
We already talked about that bullshit. Fuck that movie. I want to get into that Mr. Motherfucking Robot.
Oh shit!
Where you at, Carlos? With that?
Are you 7 and 8?
I gotta.
No,
I got episode 4 right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, god damn.
Look, in September, I'll be able to catch up on everything.
All right.
You know my situation right now.
Yeah, I know. Early September, right?
Yeah, early September. And also, we can do the drunk cast on September 4th.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nice.
Okay. All I gotta say is
tune in.
And I'm not gonna spoil everything because I'm not gonna spoil anything because Carlos still hasn't seen it. Some of y'all are still waiting on it. There's actually an episode on tonight now.
Hell yeah!
But holy fuck, Mr. Robot, that Elliot.
I got theories, man. I'm pretty sure they're true.
Well,
your theories are gonna just explode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, God, it's literally one of the best shows on TV.
Yeah, this last episode was like, okay, I did not fucking see that coming.
Yeah, there was one point where I'm like, okay, I saw that, and then I was like, whoa, where the fuck? Whoa, how come I didn't see this?
Yeah, shit was coming out of left field.
And I was like, oh man, I should have seen this coming. All the signs were there, and I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's dank as fuck. The other one I started watching again was The Strain, based on your
Strain.
recommendation, Old Ninja, from last week. It got even better. They raised the budget for season 2.
Yeah, they were using it because they brought in more people, and it's just a lot crazier. There's a little bit more action.
It's a Strain of the vampire one?
Yeah, New York. That shit is good.
Yeah, someone asked what's the difference between The Strain and The Walking Dead, or how are they similar or different or something. I was like, wait, what?
Completely different thing.
Yeah, they're not even close to the same. But The Strain, it's kind of weird because The Strain's almost over, and you feel it like it's in the middle. Yeah. I'm like, how is this going to end?
I think they're going to do hiatus and then pick it back up.
Yeah, it won't come. It won't come back until next summer, though. And then the same thing with Mr. Robot. It's only 2 episodes left.
Yeah,
is it really?
Yeah, there's 10 episodes. That's it. And number 9 is tonight.
The title cards for the episodes have been throwing me off because they say like 1.7, but it's actually episode 8 because episode 0.0. So
So when my girlfriend was when I was starting to watch it, and she was like, "You're picking the wrong episode." I'm like, "No, it's the right one. Just look at what it says on the side, not what it says on the."
That fucked up a lot of people.
Name,
I know it's a fucked up Stitch too. He mentioned it.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of episode names, we're gonna start naming the episodes that make it easier for all y'all. If you're a listener, it'll make it easier to find. So, the last episode that we had was with my friend Timbo Slice, who was white, and part of it had to do with white guilt. So that episode's gonna be named White Guilt.
Fuck your feelings.
Wow. Just
all right. I know we talked about NWA's the Straight Outta Compton movie about NWA, the biopic, last week. There was some bullshit I saw on.
Don't say where it was from. I don't want to give them any goddamn hate.
It was on Twitter. Let's just or the blogosphere. Because yeah, you're right. Fuck giving anybody any additional credentials or any props or whatever. But it was all about how the NWA movie, and I still haven't seen it quite yet. I will go see it this weekend.
The fuck is wrong with you?
I'm going to see it this weekend.
You ain't black.
We were busy with Kronos' birthday shit.
Yeah.
So
I was there.
But it was basically about how this movie failed to give props to, I guess, the people who were abused or the women who were abused by Dr. Dre. I think D. Barnes was one of them way back in the day in like 1990 or 1991, and how
Michelle was the other.
Yeah. And how this movie was so wrong and evil because of that. And I wanted to get you guys' take on it because I know I got strong opinions on this bullshit.
That's the dumbest thing ever. I mean, don't get me wrong. If somebody's abusing somebody, that's wrong. D. Barnes got slapped, right? As far as I know.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that she got slapped, and I mean she got slapped. All right,
30 years ago.
It was wrong, but yeah, it was 30 years ago, and that's where you should leave it. I mean.
Did she want it to be like an Ike and Tina Turner movie where you get to see her getting her ass beat and shit?
It's the weird thing. It's like if you're gonna make a movie about yourself, you're gonna talk about all the shitty shit you did.
No.
Yeah, right.
No,
yeah,
never.
nobody does that.
Nobody.
Well,
I'll pick my nose and eat my booger.
Let's get it focused on the larger picture. This is an ensemble movie, not a Dr. Dre movie.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Those are aspects of his life that could have been shown, but for overall, it was more about the group itself and certain aspects that help define the group.
Well, you know what they try to link, though? They try to say the music is so violent against women that you missed a quote-unquote opportunities, or not my words, missed a quote-unquote opportunity to showcase abuse and domestic violence bullshit in this biopic movie.
So
you want us to perpetuate domestic violence? That's what they're trying to say? Is that they want you to show it to perpetuate it?
Yeah, and to explain how blah 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 evil and wrong it is. I guess the thing is, it truly is a biopic about music, and just like how the Ray Charles biopic and Johnny Cash biopic showed some aspects of the drug abuse. And
it's a little domestic violence in there too with Ray Charles.
A little bit, but it wasn't a huge theme of either one of those biopics.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this movie yet, but I don't think it will necessarily need that to showcase who these guys from Compton were.
You know, I'm pretty sure if those chicks were in there, like they did show them being abused, they're gonna ask for money. Like, oh hey, this is me. Like, where's my part of the check?
True, but. Like I said, this is an ensemble movie. They do kind of show mainly the three. They mainly show the life of Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, and Eazy-E. MC Ren and DJ Yella, they're there, but you don't see a lot of their home life and stuff like that.
Well, because they weren't really. I mean, they were kind of secondary.
Still, though, but they're still part of the group, and we don't see like all this background about them and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Cronin?
I mean, now that I think about it, I mean, if someone is a scumbag, you want to show them as a scumbag, right? Like truly a scumbag.
Okay.
But Dr. Dre and other members in NWA as a whole, they've done a lot for people in general. I kind of hate saying that though, because it's like if he did fuck up but it was like he slapped a chick, right?
So
yeah, but he was abusive to Michelle.
I'm not trying to minimize that, but I mean,
well, you could take it a different way. So remember when the Ike and Tina Turner movie came out in the early 90s?
Yeah.
What's Love Got to Do with It? They completely destroyed Ike Turner. Now, a lot of people don't know and realize the fact that Ike Turner was literally one of the pioneers of rock and roll, period.
There would have been no Tina Turner without Ike Turner.
Well,
and that's unfortunate, but it's true.
There may not have been any rock and roll music without Ike Turner. The music historians have made the case that he was one of the first influencers of that sound back in the 50s and whatnot.
But he was still an asshole.
Definitely an asshole. All I'm saying is the movie didn't showcase him being this brilliant musician and composer and having such a dramatic impact on rock and roll.
But it was not called the Ike Turner.
Yeah,
no, I
it
hear
was
you.
called Ike and Tina.
But all it did was demonize him completely. I mean, you could leave that entire movie and basically feel like Ike Turner had no influence on music.
That's true. However, I mean, he abused her a lot, and just for somebody to compare him to Ike Turner is kind of weird to me, because abusing somebody for years and years and years, and then slapping somebody once, there's a difference there. If you can't draw that distinction, then there's something wrong with you.
and I don't know how many times Dr. Dre and these women got into it, or Ice Cube and these. I don't know. I wasn't fucking there. You know what I mean? And there wasn't YouTube at the time. Maybe they had a relationship for a few months. I'm not sure. You can't compare that to decades of abuse. I completely get that, and I'm with you. All I'm saying is both had influences on music, and in one biopic, that wasn't all about Ike. I get that. You got no sense that he had any musical prowess, or had any influence on music whatsoever.
Well, it's hard though. It's like saying, "Hey, Hitler helped Volkswagen out." That's it. It's. I mean, he did, but I mean, he's still an asshole.
Yeah. So, and like I said before, the movie is called Ike and Tina, so it focused on.
No, the movie's called What's Love?
What's Love? Yeah, but it focused mainly on Ike and Tina's relationship, not Ike's music career. Granted, that is in the backdrop, but they don't show him like.
There's no Tina Turner without Ike.
Yeah, so I understand that, but what does the movie mainly focus on? Ike and Tina.
Yeah, it was focused on her. All I'm
not about
is
Ike making music.
It's the polar opposite, where you can completely demonize somebody who did have an influence on music that was profound, and in this circumstance,
I think we need a female's perspective on this.
We can
get it right now. Hold on.
All right.
Oh shit.
So I want to ask: Does the article talk about violence against all kinds of women, or government names?
Have them try it.
So does the article talk about violence against women?
Yes.
Or just those particular women?
Both.
Because I'm going to put there's another point that we had that I was going to bring up is the director of Selma. So last year's Golden Child.
Ava DuVoe.
Is it DeVoe? Is that her last name? It's DuVernay.
DuVernay.
Yeah. So Ava DuVernay. So she is a movie director who was born in Long Beach and raised in Compton.
Yep.
So she has come out and given F. Gary Gray, the director of Straight Outta Compton, all kinds of praise because she states that she was there during the riots. She was out in the streets. She saw some of the iconic moments that were in the film. She witnessed herself.
It wasn't all praise, though. She also did point out that she felt disrespected by some of the music and wanted a little bit more basically female representation.
So yeah, there are some characters that are left out, like Miss Chalet's mentioned but not seen. Yo-Yo's not in the movie, so that was
more Ice Cube's protege after NWA.
Since you didn't see the movie,
but
you would know.
But all I'm saying, from a history standpoint, Yo-Yo, I do know this. Yo-Yo got a lot of shine after NWA, after Cube left, and after Cube had nothing to do with Eazy or Dre.
Like I said, if you had seen the movie, that is there. Ice Cube does leave this group, and that's actually a big point in the movie. That's actually a big focal point of the movie.
So she can.
So you need a little bit. You need a chair.
You want to sit?
Do I need to get a chair?
You sit in this chair if you want. You can get a chair.
Right now, we're playing musical chairs here.
Yeah, we got the K-Mac.
We got K-Mac back once again.
You stay right there. So.
You know what we're talking about, right?
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
All right, so we were talking about somebody was complaining that. Are you just gonna put her on in your spot?
Yeah, just for now.
Okay. So basically, the Straight Outta Compton movie. There was somebody that was complaining about Dr. Dre having had past domestic violence issues. He slapped a chick, and then I guess he was
and
Q. Yeah, they both, and they were kind of wondering why that was in the movie.
Who's Dr. Dre again?
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
We got the wrong person, man. We got the wrong person.
So
what are your thoughts?
What's your thoughts on it?
What's my thoughts on?
Should the movie have showcased past transgressions for both superstars with domestic violence?
Well, why shouldn't it have? If it was about history, and if that happened, then that happened.
Well, it's about the history of the group, though, not the history of those two guys.
Like, it didn't show them being born.
Well, I didn't watch the movie, but I would assume that there wasn't just, talk about the group, them as a group. I mean, I'm sure there was some kind of history of them as individuals, right, and as a group together.
There was some backstory, yeah.
It's got to be.
Okay.
But so you want that as basically not just a footnote, but something kind of front and center?
I don't think that needs to be front and center. No.
Okay.
I think that if something happened in history and you're making a historical type of film or document about it, then yeah, it should be somewhat included. If it played, especially if it played like a pivotal role in who they became or who they are.
Well, it definitely wasn't pivotal though.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I don't think it was very pivotal in their young age. Definitely wrong. Nobody's condoning domestic violence at all, but I don't think they had a aha moment based on that I've heard of.
Yeah, me either. I mean, it was kind of it was a footnote maybe in their whole history.
I think people are only bringing it up now because the movie has been so successful and it's basically been very mainstream. I mean, I heard about it in the mid 90s, like in Vibe magazine or some shit. But I didn't hear about it in any of the 2000s. I didn't hear about
it when it happened.
Yeah, I would like to hear what the backstory was, like what happened that moment when domestic violence took place. Like in the Ike and Tina Turner, like Tina did something wrong, and Ike was like, "Come here, woman!"
Well,
and grabbed her by her hair and shit.
Stuff wrong.
Yeah,
let's put that in quotes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you throwing all the cocaine?
But I guess from a perspective standpoint, should that always be included? And if it's not a watershed moment for them?
I don't know. I guess I have a hard time saying one way or the other without having seen the film.
Okay.
I feel like if I were to have seen the film, then maybe I would see the context behind it. And
so it's not. So this is the problem: is that it's not in the film. In the film,
it's mainly about the music.
Yeah, it's about the music. So you can't put it in context because it's not in the film. That if you watched it,
so then what's people's
it'll be
problem?
Nowhere in there. They're saying that they have a problem with that. The fact that it was nowhere in there. That they had some issues in the past. A while ago,
and they washed over it. Basically.
Yeah, they didn't bring it up, but it's like in all these movies where it's about a certain group or a person, you're not going to dig up all the dirt, go through the skeletons in the closet and then put that in also in the movie. In some of them you can, I'm pretty sure in the movie they had some dirt and stuff, but you don't want to bring up you don't want to bring up everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you like biopics as a whole? Like you've seen Ray, you've seen Johnny Cash's.
I have seen both of those. Yes.
Okay. So, and they had troubled histories, drug abuse, violence as well. If they downplayed their demons, so to speak, would you have an issue with that?
So I think anytime you do a biopic, to use your fancy term,
I like that.
I do.
Educated.
I think you have to give some kind of background on who they were and, what kind of happened to them in their history. Because I think it kind of showcases how that formed them as a person, as a human being. Watching the Ray movie, he wasn't that great of a person. He wasn't that great of a husband. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, it wasn't like the focal point of the movie, but it helped tell the story. So, going back to Straight Outta Compton, if the domestic violence issues that they had, that Dre had, or that Ice Cube had in their past, if it didn't directly correlate to what they were trying to get across in the movie, then I don't really feel like it was necessary. It shouldn't have been necessary, and that's probably why they didn't put it in there. I mean, like I said, I can't really totally comment because I haven't seen the movie yet, but
yeah,
I'm gonna put this out there: if Dre and Ice Cube, who were heavily involved in the making of this movie and had a whole lot of influence and input, if they didn't want something that was incredibly ugly in the movie, I think it just got axed.
That's possible.
And I'm not necessarily mad at them for that, having not seen the movie yet either. If they told a good story.
Has anybody seen this?
Yes, Old Ninja has. The one who doesn't have the mic right now.
I know.
Maybe they should have it in the extras when the DVD gets released. Like, you want to see what happened behind the scenes?
I was looking it up and it says beatings by Dr. Dre. That's a list of girl that Dr. Dre has beat up.
Wow.
What is that list? Does it say?
He what? Hold on. For it.
Well, apologetic or not, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Bill Cosby is apologetic.
No, he's not. No, he wants to pop more pills on that.
No, he's not. He's looking for more girls to. What was the drug that he was using?
Quaaludes.
Quaaludes. There you go.
Yeah.
He wants to put some more in his Jello.
But I guess what I'm trying to say though is, what can Dr. Dre do now, or any Ice Cube or anybody?
Well, another thing is that we haven't
he
heard.
can spend his billions of dollars, his billions of Apple dollars.
Well, he doesn't actually have billions.
He has almost $1 billion.
Yeah, but
Might as well.
Money.
These are all things in like the mid to late to early 90s, right? Yeah. He's had no other issues since then. At least that's come out. I mean, that I've heard of.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, he did lose his son.
Yeah, but
did he kill his son?
Yeah,
goddamn. What the fuck?
I mean,
Got him.
I don't know. I think, and this is going to sound odd because I am a female, but I think that, if he did that in the 90s, that's wrong, right? And what he did was wrong. Mm-hmm. But if he's not continually doing that, then, he's probably grown up and learned from his mistakes. And, you can't keep, pun intended, beating somebody up about about their past and what they've done. If someone has made amends or, done time or, you know what I mean? Like if
they changed.
If they've made amends and if they've changed and if they've grown as a human being, then, you should, I feel like you should kind of praise them for that, and not keep beating a dead horse here, not keep talking about it. If he's learned from it and he hasn't done it since, then, maybe he's learned from that.
Yeah.
Except for Chris Brown, because fuck that motherfucker.
Well,
he beat her down.
He did.
He beat the shit.
And he beat Riri, though. You don't do that to Riri.
I mean, there's a difference between, like slapping somebody and, like, beating the shit out of them. You know what I mean? I mean, like, slapping somebody would be like, maybe you want him to stop or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm not condoning physical violence against anybody. I'm gonna get a shot for you. It's coming up. But we have to have a distinction between somebody that will strike somebody once and somebody that beats somebody the fuck down.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of truth to that.
So what if you're into the S&M and you're like a girl like the Is that still domestic violence?
No, that's consensual.
Yeah, there's a clear difference with that. No, I appreciate that perspective on this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's something that should stop anybody from seeing the movie, number one. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, people should go see
especially
this
because
movie.
it inspired a whole generation of rappers.
Not just rappers. That's the thing. I mean, it had an influence in just popular music, period.
Yeah. Actually, it made people interested in African American culture.
Yeah, absolutely. And they had a huge impact. And we're all going to go see it, the ones who haven't, besides Old Ninja, maybe this weekend or something like that. So we'll...
All right, hold on. One last thing before K-Mac goes.
Go.
K-Mac and my daughter tried the grapes. And K-Mac right away thought that it tasted like candy.
It did taste like candy.
That's pretty good.
And then Lily thought, she was like, this is not a grape.
Wow.
Like, she knew right away it's not a grape.
God damn.
Just by looking at it or by eating it?
By eating it. Obviously, it looks like a grape. Yeah. And then I was like, does it taste kind of like cotton candy? She's like, yes.
Am I going to fall asleep as soon as I walk out of the room?
Yes, you've been Bill Cosby.
I will see you later. Anyway.
It's consensual.
There you go.
Netflix and
She passed the college rape test. I'm good.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm going to get that shot for
God damn it.
Back
Prodigy here.
Back on
back.
the
And a beer for me. Anybody else need a...
Yeah, can you get a refill?
All right, so
Prodigy,
before K-Mac came on,
whatever you bring.
Yeah, before K-Mac came on, I had a direct quote from the director of Selma.
Okay.
So she quoted that, yes, she saw how this is in response to the women in the movie, the way they were in certain scenes, where she said, yeah, I saw the cavalier way that the women were treated in hip-hop spaces early on, window dressing at most, disposable at worst.
Can I quickly comment on that? I think there's a lot of truth to that, but I hate the fact that hip-hop is singled out as being the genre that quote-unquote invented misogyny. Well, because here's the thing. When I look back at Warrant and Cherry Pie videos and the hair bands and whatnot, the women in those videos, were nothing but floozy window dressings. You know what I mean? And so I just hate the fact that we're always having the discussion of hip-hop being so misogynistic, but we never talk about the blues, we never talk about rock and roll, we never talk about any of these country, we never talk about any of these other genres that have very similar history and very similar dealings with, from a gender perspective, of women throughout their history. I want to put that out there.
I'm gonna say, because about the young men these were at that time, they were late teens, early 20s, and so they had the opportunity to party with all kinds of like gorgeous women, and the money that they were giving gave them the chance to party like rock stars. So
let's be real.
So it brought out. I mean, it brought out all kinds of broads.
These weren't just broads. These were gold digging ass skanks.
Yes, they were groupies. They were groupies,
skanks.
but that's the thing. They allowed that to come out
They were
because
whole bag.
if you're that young and you have that kind of money, aren't you going to throw a party with quote unquote bitches and hoes? Well, of course. Well, shit. That's the thing. And yes, they were the same in rock and roll and country and all that, but I mean the thing about it with NWA, they were talking about Kronos is showing up his big ass
Costco bottle of
vodka.
I already got my shot. So.
Yeah,
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I got this.
Yeah,
shit.
she did.
She poured it in the.
She poured it in the cup.
Yeah.
I got my drink in the cup.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were showing, them doing these massive parties and whatnot, and it was really just them trying to let loose and wild out. And they were talking about women, but they were also talking about killing cops. So I think that's what drew the FBI and Secret Service and the White House and every other political party.
And I'm fine with that aspect of it. I guess, the thing that I want to point out, though, is there were things going on at the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, there's always things.
But
they're underage fucking in the grotto.
Yeah,
goes
exactly.
down.
But things go down in the Playboy Mansion. Things go down with rock and roll culture.
Yeah,
and popular music culture.
You got to remember. So here's the thing. Man, you haven't seen the movie. The movie F. Gary Gray. Man, I love this dude. This dude's directed some of the movies that I think we all have seen.
What else has he done?
So he's done everybody's favorite movie, Friday.
Oh, the first one.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So he did Friday, and
What's
there's
up, Craig?
He made a lot of
he's done
music videos.
He did that, but he's done one of my favorite movies, The Negotiator, with Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey.
You want my blood?
Yeah,
Take my blood.
Yeah, he also did Law Abiding Citizen, and his most popular, or actually, I think his highest grossing movie was The Italian Job.
Yeah, before this one.
Yeah.
I think this is going to surpass.
Yeah,
this.
this
Is that a porno movie? Cheryl
She probably had hairy arms.
Yeah.
No, Cheryl is in that movie, so
It's about Charlize. What do you call her?
Charlize Theron.
Some weird fucking name.
Not
That's
really.
weird.
Not
Yeah.
really. But
NWA is the shit.
it is a shit. But
Aaron.
They're going to make a movie out of that, I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
out of what?
Out of the skip with
The
the
substitute
substitute teacher from Key
shit.
and Peele. All right. I want to hear the Star Wars 8 and 9 director's impression. What is this bullshit?
Yeah. So wait. So that was me. So y'all didn't hear about. So man, Stitch isn't here. I was about to throw this shit in his face.
Are we going to save it for him?
We can. I can still do it. I mean, it's fact. But the director for Part 9 is the director of his favorite movie right now. Actually, probably is the Jurassic World movie. The director's now directing Star Wars. And I just wanted to throw that.
J.J. Abrams isn't doing all of them?
No, he's not. They actually have the two directors for each of the two. So the guy who did Godzilla. Gojira. Gareth Edwards.
That movie was fucking awful.
Yeah, it
That
was.
movie was
Wait, are you talking about the Matthew Broderick one or the other one? The most recent?
No, I'm talking about Gareth Edwards one.
Our Cloverfield, because that was Godzilla too, right?
Oh,
Because it should have been. It was the same fucking
this
thing.
guy-
I won't say it's awful. However, I will say that it was really fucking stupid. They took a missile and put it on a train instead of shooting it at something. And then all of a sudden, when it got close enough, then they could shoot it at it. That don't make no goddamn sense. Who made that? Who edited that shit? And just let's put it on a train. It flies through the air.
Wait.
It's so dumb.
Well, you do realize that when they shot anything or anything flew about it set out an EMP and they're afraid it'd go
So
down.
how did they plan on setting it off?
They're manually setting it off.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
So the guy riding on the rocket?
So hold on.
No,
Hold
no, that's why they took the warhead off.
Let
and
me
they were
play
gonna
out
put
the
their-
scenario for you. All right. So they're planning on taking a nuclear missile to a monster. All right, putting it next to it, setting a timer, and then leaving, as if the monster's just going to stay there forever.
Yeah.
No, well, the explosive yield should be able to take. The plan was the explosive yield would take the monster.
You
out.
fucking hope? That's a pretty bad hope.
That's what they were hoping, or they would feed off of it. So
or
that
you
was
could
their.
or you could just detonate it in the air. Would do the most damage. That's how nuclear devices work. So there you go, science.
But wasn't Godzilla like made from nuclear like activity? So it probably would have made him stronger.
They didn't know. They weren't trying to kill Godzilla. They were trying to kill the other one, which also fed on. But yeah, it was dumb.
Was it Mothra?
No,
Mothra.
It was not Mothra.
They need Mothra in that motherfucker.
It was so dumb though. When they put on the train, I was like, "Why is it going on the train?"
It was awesome.
Damn, yo,
I loved it. Yeah, I've seen it twice.
I haven't seen it, but
it was awesome.
Sounded like it was back.
I mean, it was awesome. It was better than the other ones.
The first one?
Oh, it's way better than the other
Matthew
ones.
Broderick one was shit. I do.
Yeah, that was garbage. And then with Puff Daddy all in white. No,
take that.
No.
All right, Disney Princess. Now let me set this bullshit up.
Where's K-Mac?
You want to bring it back in?
Yeah, man.
So here's
it's gonna be the episode of the K-Mac.
Yeah, exactly. Returning K-Mac.
Before she comes back in here, which Disney princess would you fuck?
Oh,
what
man, which one wouldn't I fuck?
Yeah.
I just want to get a little dank in here before we have a female come here.
It's about to get dank.
Because see, is Pocahontas?
Pocahontas, yeah.
Is she a princess?
No, she is not a princess.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
She's a princess of her tribe.
No, she's not a princess. How many Native American tribes do you know have princes and princesses?
Well, it's the equivalent.
They're like,
No, she's not a princess.
Is she royalty in her tribe?
No.
Okay, so what about Mulan?
Wait.
When she's the Asian one. I think I would. Mine would be Little Mermaid.
Where is K-Mac?
Hands fucking down. Ariel.
That's a teenager.
But
look at that. I typed in Pocahontas and then PR, and it already says princess.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so
she is a Disney princess.
She's a Disney princess, not a real life.
We're talking about Disney, so
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
so,
just like Princess Leia.
So yes, Pocahontas.
You know what?
Top of the list.
What a borderline blasphemy.
What about the black chick from the Prince of the Frog?
I never saw that.
I've never seen it.
It was pretty good. No, it was pretty good.
It looked awful and kind of racist.
I mean, it was hella racist.
It was black
but but it does take place in the South.
Yeah,
and it does take place in the 1800s, doesn't it?
No, I think it was modern time.
All right, so what do we need K-Back for?
Oh, because she's
Princess
huge
rant.
into the princess,
Disney rant.
and I'm about to go on the rant.
I'll let her take my seat.
Yeah. Okay.
But, now we're gonna still set it up while he's getting there. I do have my hatred for certain things. Like now, I everybody knows. No, I don't think the world knows.
No, everybody knows now that you hate Kristen Stewart.
But I also can't stand the fucking movie Frozen. That literally, that was the worst fucking movie ever. And if you like that movie, you're fucking stupid. You're stupid as shit. And go fuck yourself.
Hey man, you just need to let it go.
No, fuck that shit. No, don't let it go. So here's the thing.
When you're about to bust, you go, let it go.
All they had to do. You know what? We'll get into that later. So we'll get into that.
It's funny because Frozen is one of the highest ranking movies of
and it made a sequel.
People are stupid.
Yeah,
that movie sucked.
Hey now,
that movie sucked.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
No, well,
it didn't suck.
Okay, so K-Mac is back, returning K-Mac again. This
is
episode,
K-Mac episode.
Yeah, this episode is the return of K-Mac.
No, the Return of the Mac.
Because we did say white girls are the future.
We did.
And
we still hold by that hashtag white girls of the future.
All
anyway, so K-Mac, you have heard this from me about them Disney princesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you heard. And we've had a few discussions about your.
Just say it. Just say it.
Say it.
No.
Don't sugarcoat shit.
Okay, I'm gonna put this out. So, all of you listening right now, especially you ladies, all of you love your Disney princesses. Yes, I know you grew up with them. Yes, I know they're pretty and fabulous and glamorous. Guess what? Disney has lied to you. Your princesses all exhibit deviant, disgusting, social deviant behavior.
what the fuck you talking about, man?
Yeah, you're gonna see in a minute. You've heard this right before.
For example, with
wait. So before I go,
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, no, it's not about Stockholm syndrome. But so all of them are guilty of some kind of just nasty, deviant behavior.
For example, motherfucker.
For example, let's start with the worst one: Snow White. Okay. Snow White is a single woman who goes and lives in a house with 7 dudes. You can't tell me that not at least 3 of those motherfuckers ran up inside that broad.
I tried.
You know,
they all, and then
little people are horny.
Yeah, well, it's not just about them being little. It's 7 dudes, 7 dudes, and you trying to tell me ain't one of them ain't trying to fuck, and she didn't suck off or fuck one of them?
7 little guys, so
don't
it's like,
matter.
That's like 3.5 dudes.
It don't matter. On top of that,
Now, hey, hold on. They were probably not little dudes. Do you remember Game of Thrones? Tyrion Lannister?
Yeah.
Probably a full-size dick.
Well, there you go. So I'm pretty sure Dopey and Grumpy ran up inside Snow White. On top of that, you have that necrophiliac shit when she's like, they tell you that she's fucking dead. No, they say that she's dead.
Dead or sleep?
She's dead. In Sleeping Beauty, they say she's asleep, but in Snow White, they say she's dead. And then this prince practically makes out with a presumably dead fucking body.
But
that is necrophilia, people.
But Poontang is Poontang, though.
Oh, you don't want that cold. Oh, see, not that cold, dead.
I used to
dead
be able,
girl.
Dead girl.
Nut and cold thing.
Yeah, that's a whole different feeling. And then let's see what other. We'll start with mainly the classic ones. Oh, Beauty and the Beast. So you have this girl. See, some people point out you have this girl living with this dude in a castle who has basically almost an endless amount of money. But then there's a point in the movie where he convinces her to stay and basically marry him. So this chick was willing to take beastly dick all up inside before he transforms into a dude.
I think you're taking that a little too extreme. No, you are. But hold on. But there's two sides to the beauty. I'm gonna stick on Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Just because it's a good example. So, I think this motherfucker. No, for real though. I don't necessarily think that the story that they're trying to teach young kids or the moral that they're teaching young girls is a good one. I agree. I don't think it's a good one. I don't think Beauty and the Beast is a good one.
Why come?
Because they're teaching kids that you can change somebody.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right? Like, if you give an angry, possibly abusive person enough love and devotion, that you can change them. You can change them into a better person.
And also, like, if the person's ugly as fuck, but they got money.
Well, but see, there's the flip side of it, right? So part of it is look beyond the actual beastly exterior. Look at it as kind of a metaphor, right?
Yeah. You're supposed to see the man inside.
Shut up.
Blah, blah.
Shut up. I'm talking now. You brought me upstairs. You listen to me.
Oh
Shit.
Why go to the future?
No, but seriously, the good side of the Beauty and the Beast moral, right, is to teach people to look beyond the exterior, right? Look beyond what somebody looks like. And you have to remember, it's a fucking cartoon, okay? The fucking teapot and the candlesticks talked. The clock talked. So it's not too much of a stretch to say that the prince, in this case, could be a beast. It's just take it as a goddamn metaphor, okay? But on the flip side...
Like the Bible?
Hey, now. I stand by my first opinion, that they're teaching kids that you can change somebody.
That's abusive.
It's kind of dual to me.
So basically, you're trying. Yeah. So you're.
Is that on camera?
Yeah. So
wait, hold on. I just got one quick thing. So was it? And I haven't seen this movie literally since like '94 or something. But I recall the Beast being a real asshole.
He was.
He was.
On top of being ugly. The only thing he had going for him was his money.
That's
Oh no. So it's funny because there's the meme that I had posted to somebody here. It showed that he had a library that Belle was interested in, and that's why she wanted to stay. But then, like, the meme shows, like, hey, I'm rich, and she's like, oh, okay, I'll marry you.
Yeah.
It wasn't look past the exterior, because he was an asshole in terms of his behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As well. That's all I want to point out.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, though, right? Like, she changed him. She changed him into a nicer person. He was able to transform into a better man that she fell in love with.
Yeah.
Right. That's not what young girls should be looking into a relationship to do.
One of my problems with Disney movie is that they sugarcoat the storylines, because you read the actual stories
every time. Yeah,
they're
fucked up.
Yeah, for one, for Sleeping Beauty, like, her fucking father fucked her while she was out, and she ended up having 2 kids while she was under this spell.
What? I never heard that one.
It's dad.
That's like what happened to Abel. That sounds like a biblical thing.
Yeah. No, this is in Sleeping Beauty. Like, this is one of the storylines.
I wasn't Sleeping Booty.
Well, it should have been, because goddamn, there's a lot of incest in Sleeping Beauty. If you look it up on Wiki, that happens. And in Peter Pan, Peter kills the Lost Boys. Like, he doesn't like that they're getting older. He fucking kills the Lost Boys. There's a scene where he tries to kill Wendy and stuff like that. So there's a lot of dank shit that happens.
Yeah, there's a lot
Wendy wasn't giving it up. So
I mean, if you were Peter Pan, you'd be Pan too. Like, bitch.
Wow.
And like Peter Pan was the only person who could not grow up. All the other Lost Boys, they started to grow up, and he would kill them.
Yeah.
Or they become pirates.
Let's see. What other classic princess? Kronos is
I'm gonna semi-segue. You can come back to the Disney princess thing though. So earlier today, do I sound okay?
Yeah.
I have my headphones on. So earlier today, I was sitting in the car, and it was a radio station, and there were this woman was talking about how you should give an ultimatum to your man.
Fuck that shit.
I almost gave an ultimatum.
So you're already shaking your head. So you agree that that's the most ridiculous bullshit you ever heard of in your entire life. So tell me your thoughts on that.
Oh shit!
Put you on the spot.
I'm gonna drop the mic down so I don't have to raise up here. That's a ton of fucking bullshit. It's ridiculous, and you should be thankful that I am your significant other because I think that's total bullshit. And let me tell you a little story. I work with a girl. I know. I work with this chick who was telling me about her boyfriend. She's got this boyfriend. He's older, but she's giving him an ultimatum. She wants to get married. And I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me right now? This is also the girl that hooked up with a coworker during our last Giants game when we went out. Trying to give people ultimatums to get married, and then she's fucking around.
Is she a Disney princess?
Oh, this But yeah, ultimatums are always a bad thing.
Yeah, I had someone. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah, so ultimatums are basically like a threat. Like,
basically.
Yeah, I mean,
really
they're a nice way of saying do this or else. So, I mean, I think if you have to resort to an ultimatum, you're already at like your precipice of breaking.
You should just leave.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it comes down to. If you're ever even thinking about having an ultimatum, that means that you're pretty much done with their bullshit and you want them to change to your standards. Yeah. Then you just fucking leave them.
I don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. Yeah. Call me the president.
Yeah.
So, President King Ding Dang.
On the flip side, though, if your other is an abuser, a substance abuser, and you have to give them an ultimatum, that I will support.
Whoa.
Well, no, because it won't fucking work.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, usually you're already there. You're already at that point.
You know why? Because cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It's not an ultimatum. That's an intervention.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of thing.
And the difference is they will lie to you and still do their drug.
Yeah.
And they will not change. Really,
I didn't do cocaine.
Don't work.
Yeah, usually ultimatums don't work.
And don't ever say them to anybody. If you really love somebody, you either love them for who they are or you don't.
Yeah. I think ultimatums are left in the workplace.
I just think too many, and maybe this is because of the old classic Disney princesses. I'm not going to let you hate on the new ones because I think Disney's come a long way with their messages and new ones. And I know I'm not going to battle you on Frozen because you know I love that shit. But the old ones, I get. I can stand behind some of the bad messages that Disney is sending to young girls. The Beauty and the Beast thing, giving your guy an ultimatum or thinking that he can change. Look, here's the bottom line. If you feel like you have to give your man or woman an ultimatum, you are trying to mold them into a person that they are not.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, you should not be with them.
Agreed.
Too many people are just afraid to be alone, and that's, I think, why they do that.
Yeah.
Possibly.
A lot of it, too, is also the test to see if you love them, because I've had girls to say, well, what are we? You want to be boyfriend or girlfriend? If not, then, that's it, I'm gone.
You should be like, we're just ordinary people. But really quickly, and K-Mac and I disagree on Frozen.
That's a new school, but
it's new school. But I'll just quickly say this: when it comes to that movie, I have a personal vendetta against it, based on the fact that I watched it with my then 3-year-old, and literally he was asking questions, and a lot of
she has superpowers.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Well, here's my thing. I watched it with my 3-year-old, and he was like, "Well, I'm about to have a sister. Are you going to prevent me from interacting?" The parents were awful. You cannot excuse the parents in that
You should have
movie.
just told him, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Can't look at her, touch her.
Yeah. Then he was like, and I'm sure a lot of parents didn't have this experience, but then he was like, are you guys going to leave me and my new sibling and go on a trip and fucking die? Because that's what happens in the movie. You know what I mean?
But hold on, so that's what every Disney movie has death in it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not both parents. Both parents is unusual.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty had
Big
no
Hero
parents.
6.
Big Hero
I've
6
seen-
had the death of Takashi.
Both.
But they were already dead. They didn't die on screen. No, they didn't die on screen in that movie. Not a Big Hero 6.
But they were dead though. They were already dead.
He was already an orphan.
And then the only person that he knew and loved fucking died too.
They did, and they do deal with death in a lot of Disney movies. All I'm saying is,
In all Disney movies.
but this
Yeah.
was both dying
Pretty much all.
in. Yeah,
Yeah,
almost
not
all.
in Aladdin.
This was
Nobody
both
dies in
dying
Aladdin.
in the movie
Who died in
and being
Aladdin?
introduced.
Who died in Aladdin?
I gotta look it up.
Nobody,
Nobody-
died.
Yeah,
Nobody
well,
dies in Aladdin.
no, no.
They never really talk about Andy's dad in Toy Story.
Where's Aladdin's dad? Where's Aladdin's parents?
He was
Well,
a stray
no,
cat. He was
no,
a
no.
stray cat.
Aladdin
So,
dad comes
Aladdin
up in,
died- in part
the
3,
third
which
one,
I don't
yeah.
consider canon, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's
I
me.
say it's canon.
But he was an orphan. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All I'm saying is, on screen, there's a difference between seeing Batman all grown up and whatnot, knowing
How did the parents die in
they went on a ship and fucking died.
Yeah, they
That
died.
was it.
Actually,
They were killed by King Triton.
no. So there is some talk
Uh-oh.
that the parents in Frozen didn't actually die.
And they might
They
be in the
fucking
sequel.
That no, shut up and listen. You keep interrupting me.
I do.
This is K-Mac time.
Oh, shit!
Look this up, but this is kind of started to be spread around the internet a little bit.
yeah.
So the theory is that the parents from Frozen didn't actually die, but they were shipwrecked in a jungle area
Oh,
and gave birth
Tarzan.
to Tarzan. Boom.
And actually, one
I
of the
heard
writers
that.
actually confirmed that.
But the ship sunk because of
I
Titan.
need to- I need to see this.
Yeah, I saw-
I mean, technically, the parents did die in Tarzan, but they didn't. The rumor is that they didn't actually die in Frozen; that they were shipwrecked and they lived for a while and gave birth to Tarzan.
So
and
then
never
died.
came back for their children.
no. So instead of shipwreck, they probably got eaten by pygmies and lions and shit.
There you
Or
go.
and a bear.
Yeah, abandoning your children. That's I don't know. I have problems with the movie.
Wait, why did they leave the kids behind?
Because they died.
Well, it depends.
No.
So
Why,
wait,
no. Why did the parents get on the ship
The-
to go
the-
traveling,
the
but
other-
left their kids at home?
The theory that the reason why they were traveling
They have
was
badass
to go
kids.
to.
You staying your ass at home?
You guys are crazy. To go to Rapunzel's wedding. So they're trying to people try to tie all of the movies together.
yeah.
So the parents went to overseas to go to Rapunzel's wedding, and there was
Oh, wait.
a cameo of Rapunzel and what's his face in Frozen.
That doesn't add up because when Rapunzel and the guy shows up at the party, because like you said, there was a cameo. Well, when the parents died, the kids were young, so when Rapunzel
point.
would have got there, they would have been much older.
Yep.
But they
Yeah.
looked exactly the same.
They did die. You know, I mean, if you find some theories
They
on the
died at one
internet,
point.
that's fine. But they died in the movie, and I'm okay with death in children's movies. Mufasa dying, epic. You know what I mean? That was needed for that story.
I cried.
yeah. Quick question to K-Mac: do you watch Once Upon a Time?
Yes, I do.
So yeah. So are you seeing that they're trying to connect their classic stories to their new stories via Once Upon a Time? Because in Once Upon a Time, everything's connected. Like the only one they've even tried to get Dr. Frankenstein involved, and he's the one that they've least talked about.
Wait. Dr. Frankenstein's monster.
No, Dr. Frankenstein.
Is it
Not
the- it's
them.
not
There is
Wouldn't
no
call the
monster.
monster
It is
Doctor.
Dr. Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein is in Once Upon a Time.
Okay, not the monster.
Not them. There's
Okay.
been no. I mean, they do show the monster, but not until later. Dr. Frankenstein is actually a real doctor. He's the town doctor.
Okay, I'm fine
So
with that.
he's-
It's just that people call the actual monster.
No,
Frankenstein.
he's referred to as the monster when
Good.
they actually show Frankenstein and his realm. So he's the one that's actually least talked about. And now they're doing this weird like Black Swan merger thing. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway.
Actually, in the new Once Upon a Time season, they're bringing Merida in.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They already cast
And
her.
I have to be totally honest, as much as I loved Frozen, I hated the Frozen segue that they did in
Yeah,
Once Upon a
wasn't
Time.
that
I thought
great.
it was really it was too much, it was overkill, it wasn't very well done.
Yeah, with the Ice Queen and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say I enjoyed Brave.
I like Brave, yeah.
Brave was an awesome movie, and it was kind of touching with the mother and the bear shit. I liked everything about that one.
So Merida's a new age princess, but what is she? She's a ginger, is she not?
She is a ginger.
And you know what she saw?
Soulless
She saw a
princess.
soul.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
That
one
was not hers.
That was not hers, and she chased it.
she was a Scottish.
Because she went to eat it.
Scottish.
I think it's Scottish.
So going back to the classic princesses.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Yeah, because they're all just dirty, nasty.
This.
Who else did we got? Oh, yeah. So there's that whole Little Mermaid thing. Everyone's like, oh, Ariel this. So how old is Ariel in the film?
14.
She's
like
16.
Okay.
16, yeah.
And how old is John?
Like 40?
He's in his 20s.
20s.
30. In the Fable,
nice.
that dude is 30, and everyone's cool with him dicking down.
It was
This,
just
like,
Jared, man. He was just trying to get his 6-inch subway.
Oh, shit. No, like, the real thing is that this broad has crabs. Like, seriously. You can't.
Her
mess
shit
with-
smells like fish.
His name was Sebastian.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, because I'm thinking John Smith.
Well,
But
let's see
either
what
way,
that is.
I mean,
What's
he
the
was still
fire,
older. Yeah, she didn't got no fire.
What's
She
the
got-
fire?
What's the?
Oh, man. No, I, that was a softball.
Yeah.
What's the
No,
fire and why does it? What's the word?
I don't know what.
Why does it burn?
Oh.
Oh, no.
I thought you said, what's a softball?
Oh, fuck.
I know you said, what's a fire?
I know what the fuck he was
Man,
doing
that was
with
the
that
best
one.
part of that fucking movie.
Nah.
So we're making episode names for all these episodes now, and this one's going to be called Cthulhu's Bad Joke.
Oh, damn.
Got him. Got him.
Alright.
What other classic ones
That's
we were
enough.
talking about?
That's enough.
Yeah.
Wait, with Little Mermaid, like that whole thing that I teach the little girl is like you need to change for your man because that's what she did.
Well,
give
yeah,
up-
but
give
that
up
was
your family?
That's changing yourself. Yeah, ditch your family.
Ditch your
for
family.
man. Do everything you can.
Or
Fuck your friends. Fuck your family. Your man is the most important thing in your life.
Yeah, so actually, both me and K-Mac can talk about this, is that we don't change for each other. So I accept her for who she is. And
Because I'm perfect the way that I am.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
Holy shit. The fuck?
It got real uncomfortable. In the
Yeah.
Anyway, so K-Mac's done.
It's like, give me that mic. Thank you, K-Mac.
Yeah.
Just one another funny thing about the Little Mermaid. If you read the actual Grimm's book, the Little Mermaid doesn't get the prince at the end. He actually goes for Ursula. Or no, he goes for another girl. Ursula's not even in the whole fucking story. But the Little Mermaid, since she couldn't get him to love her, her fate was that she had to die and become like part of the sea.
Gotcha.
So like the whole Grimm stories, they're fucking
Yeah, a lot of the Grimm
brutal, dude.
stories. I love the TV show Grimm though. It's great story. But yeah, them Disney princesses though, nasty, dirty, deviant behavior.
Speaking of the sea, if whales pulled out, then most of the sea is sperm.
Oh god dang! Is that why they hunted them to mostly extinction?
Yeah.
All right.
That's why the ocean's salty.
Fuck boys.
Oh.
Enough of that fish
fuck.
piss.
Fuck boys.
So I think you misheard, and I think it's cuckboy and not
No,
fuckboy.
it's definitely fuckboy.
Is it fuckboy?
I've seen this before.
Yeah.
You seen,
It's
see,
with,
I know about cuckboy.
What is this from?
It's a cuckold.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
same thing.
No. Fuckboys are different. Fuckboys are like, it's basically
okay, and you're
what
talking
a
about something
woman that would
else.
call herself a feminist, even though they're not by definition, because of what I'm about to fucking say. Was when they find somebody that they fuck and they call them their fuckboy, as in they're not their boyfriend, they're not
Yeah.
anything.
Oh,
they
so it's a
just fuck
booty
them.
call.
But
Let's do a booty
it's
call.
a diss too. Like there's a diss component with
Well,
it, right?
to us, yes, because if we called a female our fuck girl, then there would be a whole lot of offense taken. So there should be the same amount of offense taken the other way.
I suppose, but
Do we take it that? I mean, if you're just hooking up with a girl and all it is physical fucking, that's
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Well, if both of you understand what it is,
Yeah,
then that's fine.
I
Fuck
wouldn't
it.
think that would be an insult. That's the thing that's got me kind of fucking twisted on this.
so
Well, just it's weird to me because most of the women that I see call somebody a fuckboy are usually pretty much unfuckable.
oh,
It's funny. Urban Dictionary
Goddamn.
defines a fuckboy as a person who is a weak ass, pussy ass that ain't about shit. Look at that weak ass, weak fat boy.
And that's usually how it is because you see, like the women that say that usually need somebody that's kind of low on the self-esteem.
yeah,
But
so,
they're fucking them though. So what does that say about them? Like, right?
They're low self-esteem.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's
So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's an upgrade from a fuck toy to a fuck boy. So they're just a live action fuck toy.
perhaps.
So the one that I've heard was the cuck boy, where out of the cuckold relationship, the husband is the cuck boy who is supposed to be
yeah.
the humiliated, non-fuckable, small dick, no dick, whatever having, and he is humiliated as the as pretty much the definition that Blue just gave. And they shot out, you're just a cuck boy. They put them in the little plastic chastity belts or whatever.
Yeah, but that's what they want, though. So that's
that is what they want. But that's why I'm wondering
usually
if
they're
you
married to those dudes.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I don't like? I don't like when I'm looking at adult videos and
why you say porn? What the fuck is wrong with that?
well, I want to be fuck it. So when I'm looking at the porno, I'm looking at some cuckold shit, and I don't like how when the fucking guy who's watching decides to get in and like just like suck on the dick and shit. Like, oh, what the fuck? This is what I paid for.
That's a different porno. I'm not watching that.
Well, no, I wasn't expecting it. It's like, no, this isn't what I asked for. I mean,
see, this is why when you are on your site, you need to preview because most of them have screenshots, and you can see that it is either a bi cuckold thing or just a standard
you could
cuckold.
Just
whatever.
filter them.
You can no, because when you do cuckold, you won't know unless you actually see the actual screenshot.
That's why I don't click cuckold.
Yeah.
I want to see that shit.
Well, obviously Blue does. So
I am all about the vagina, not about the penises.
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, they are too, but there's just someone like trying to like. There's someone holding the camera and like giving commentary at the same time.
I don't like.
I mute all that shit. I don't
like commentary in my porn. I do need to hear the moans. Like I can't do it completely. Because
we should do a porn episode.
Well, most of the
I think all of our episodes.
I'm fine with the fake, but I need something. Like if there's no audio with my porn,
if there's no audio, then there's no point. I'm just like, what the fuck?
I need audio.
I need to hear that she's feeling it.
Yeah.
Even
but
she's
usually
faking it.
it's fake.
Yeah,
so
it is. That's why I watch more amateur than pro.
Same
yeah,
there you go.
Because usually in amateur,
that's why I watch amateur.
Yeah. So in amateur, like in pro, you can tell that they bust out some kind of weird line. They're like, "What the hell? Like, where did that line come from?" Like, it's just in amateur, like you can tell. And their faces go red. Like half the time they stop, they're like, "Wait, I need a break." Yeah. So it's like, "Whoa, he was giving it real good."
There's no cut. There's no
there's no cut, no filter. Like it's someone putting the camera down on the show.
You can see the shit.
And then like they're talking for a minute, then someone picks it back up, then they go back at it. You're like, "Oh,
some of these chicks have like dirty ass rooms in their fucking shit."
Oh my god, yeah. So you tell it's amateur.
Like you can't pick up the goddamn clothes.
Make it
go back and watch stuff from the 70s and 80s.
Yes,
no,
I do.
Yes, too much bush. Man.
So
I can't deal with that fucking monster.
I can't.
It depends because like you watch them superstars and how they became famous, like Vanessa Del Rey and Nina Hartley back in the day, and just ones that like, or even Tracy Lords, like the ones that are legal.
Well, so she was underage.
No, that's why I said you watch the legal ones.
Do you guys ever remember there was it wasn't really a porno, but more of a parody. There was a parody of Cinderella.
Yeah.
Where she had a snapping pussy.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, wow.
You ever see that shit? I think it might have been on like Showtime or Cinemax.
It was on Showtime. It was on Showtime or Cinemax. I've seen that.
But I actually watched it again and
wait, was it CGI? How do you have?
No,
it
was live action, but the sound effects.
Yeah,
like,
it had sound.
Sex,
You don't see.
it was popping sound.
So it wasn't a porn. It was like one of those Skinemax, like softcore stuff. Yeah. So you don't really see it. You just see their reactions and you hear the sound effects.
The whole thing I remember from that was that her fairy godmother was it a black guy? I can't remember. No,
I don't remember.
It was a dude. Her fairy godmother.
Really?
No, it was a dude, but he was dressed in drag. Yeah, but like he had boobs, but you could tell that there was like oranges in there, and like one orange was missing. So it was all funny. But he was somebody breaking into the house that's still shit. So it wasn't really a fairy godmother, but she thought he was.
That's hilarious.
But he had like a magical wand, which was like a dildo, and he stuck it in her, and he gave her the stabbing pussy.
Was it black?
He was black.
But was the dildo black?
I don't fucking remember.
All right.
I think it was red because it was like magical and shit.
All right.
So did you get your input about the black dildos?
No, not on Twitter as much.
Did we even post it to Twitter?
I might have fucking forgot. That
you might have.
Was it League of Dildos?
Yeah.
So
League of Dildos is great.
If you put out hashtag
what color is your dildo?
What color? Either hashtag what color is your dildo or hashtag League of Dildos, and then you post a pic of your dildo. You don't have to be using it.
You can
just do the pic of females with their dildo.
Actually, you don't. Yeah, all you gotta do is just put it down and take a picture if you don't want your face in it.
Because again, I have a theory that the vast majority, maybe 2/3, maybe 80%, I don't know, are black dildos.
They want that BBC
inside.
All inside.
Should we segue to that Ashley Madison?
Go ahead, take it.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that should happen. And I'm so happy that one famous person so far.
Well, set it up.
So
set
far.
it up for those who don't know.
So Ashley Madison was a site to where married folks could hook up with other married folks.
Oh no, other people, not
Other
just
people?
married.
Okay,
folks.
other people in general.
Correction.
All right, and there's a hacker group, which I can't remember their names right now. Sorry,
Fuck society.
don't hack me.
F Society.
Fuck society.
This is the second best hacking group because the first one was with the Fabbing Gate with all the celebrities. Because
So,
thank you.
They hacked the whole site, got all the members' names and all their information,
Yeah.
and they said that if you don't take this site down within X amount of days, they were going to release everybody's fucking information. And Ashley Madison was dumb as fuck, and they decided not to take the site down. And now they're going to face repercussions because today, or yesterday?
Yesterday.
They released all the names. And one of the guys that was on there was one of the Duggar.
Yeah, Josh Duggar.
And which is the guy from 19
and counting.
19 and counting, which obviously now he has 20 at least in counting.
Yeah.
He was fucking around.
So
So-
the funny thing about this guy is he had 2 accounts.
Wow.
One
Oh,
with
shit.
his name. Actually, no, they're both under his name, but 2 of them are 2 separate addresses. So one of them is the address to the house that they use on the show.
Wow.
The other one is an
grandmother's
address
house.
in Maryland.
Well,
So-
it was his grandmother's house.
Okay, yeah.
And-
So, and then he's already
Grandma.
under fire for admittedly molesting his 2 sisters.
What the
But
fuck?
these things.
Oh, so it wasn't the dad?
Yeah, that's what
No,
that
it
was
was
the big thing.
It was the dad. So
No.
it wasn't. It was the dad.
It was the dad that had that account.
Yeah, it was the dad.
Well, why does it say? Well, it says it's linked to him.
Well, because it was the Josh Duggar. I think is the dad. I'm fairly certain.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's the brother.
Because this is kind of a sensitive
Cause
issue.
no, because it was
let's get
it was
the
it was for
facts
married
right.
folks. It had to be the dad. It wasn't the son.
The son he's the oldest son. He's married.
Is he married?
Yeah, he's married.
Oh, okay. Well,
he
then
married
that's
when he
the
was a
fuck too,
teen.
Look it up. We ain't doing no fact checks.
Well,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is oh shit, because yeah, I mean we already knew that they were fucked up. Look, if anybody's having 19 goddamn children, there is something wrong with you. You do not need to repopulate this earth. All
Oh,
right,
it is the son.
Yeah,
he is a son.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I said.
I mean you're just wrecking vaginas and shit.
Well, the thing is with the Duggars, like they talk about how like they grow their own food and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
they're
they
not
run
an
a farm.
impact.
They grow
They're not
their
an
own
impact on the family or on the environment or whatever. But these motherfucking 20 kids, they're gonna grow up, and guess what? They're gonna have fucking kids, and guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna have a fucking impact on this goddamn economy.
Yeah, they're tripping. And especially the thing that I love is that they're so anti.
Condoms.
No. Well, obviously condoms. Yeah, but they're anti homosexuals and gay folks. It's just it's ridiculous to me that they can sit there and say that they don't want them to have equal rights as far as being married, and yet they just shit all over what marriage traditionally would be.
I'm just mad that his pullout game is that whack.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst I've ever heard. You know what I mean?
I can't believe she keeps believing them.
Is it that bad or is it that smart? Because I mean they're getting paid off of that shit.
They are.
Oh, they have a show
Well,
now.
now, yeah.
I don't think at child 11 they knew that they were going to have a show, right? I
Well,
mean,
they run a farm, so they make money off their farm. So basically, they were just growing help.
It's still
Yeah.
it's
Free
so,
unemployment.
it's so weird to me. Like I understand why you would have kids. If this was like the 1800s, because infant mortality rates were very high.
Yeah.
But nowadays, your kids will likely survive, so you'll be fine.
yeah, fuck all that.
Oh, you need a chaser.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to say
Oh, you need a pacifier too.
I do, man.
This motherfucker.
Hey, that Costco alcohol is no joke. Like that shit's fucking legit.
So
for,
it's just renamed.
Yeah.
right? It's
not
the real-
Kirkland?
It's either yeah,
it's Kirkland.
It's either Grey Goose or Kettle One. I forget which one this one is. So.
Dude, I bought a bottle of Absolute from Costco for like $20.
But this thing, hold on, let me bring it up to the camera. This big ass fucking bottle right here.
Damn.
This thing right here
Damn.
was fucking $13, maybe $14.
That's a huge.
Damn.
If somebody drinks it, they would fucking die.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
it's for a party.
You know what's cool? What's interesting because it says it's 6 times distilled, and like a lot of the cheaper shit is like 2 or 3 times distilled.
Yeah.
A lot of the higher end stuff is like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So this is like premium shit right
So
here.
for those that were not looking, obviously, if you're listening to this, it's almost 2 liters of fucking vodka.
God
It's
damn.
a 1.75 liters of vodka.
So
Drink responsibly. ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen.
So before we segue, I just wanted to say that the Ashley Madison data dump was 10 gigs of information.
God
That's a whole lot of
damn.
motherfuckers.
10 gigs
Wait.
of accounts and
Yeah,
stuff.
what I heard is that there's a lot of senators and people that were
Yeah,
in Congress. Yeah, it's
so
like a lot
they,
of folks.
so right now, Josh Duggar is the only celebrity so far, and it's only been a day. And
not.
so, also there's going to be more, but they also said there's a lot of fake female profiles that the company Ashley Madison
Well,
created
That's good
for
to
the
know
site.
too. Yeah.
That's not good.
So yeah, that's not good for business. I mean, yeah, it was good for them because that's how they were making money by luring men. Because they said I think 80% of their clientele was male.
So one thing for me is that, like, if it's 10 gigs and it's all text, that's a lot.
That's
of
a
names.
lot.
That's a lot.
So actually, no. Well, I could
I
be
mean,
all
there's
text,
photos
but
too, profile photos.
yeah, there's probably that too. There's probably video as well. But I mean, a damaging thing is that there is credit card information in the data dump.
Really?
Yeah, so they gave out credit card
Cost of doing
information
business.
and addresses of people that are there. So this is a major like blow to the site because the site owns 3 sites.
Well,
Well, it's not
that's
really
what I
cool.
was saying is that they should have, when the hacker group, once they verified the hacker group took their information and they gave them the ultimatum,
Yeah.
they should have shut down.
Yeah,
They really should have.
They didn't.
Sorry, but now they're going to get sued.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like by multiple fucking. There's no way they're going to get out of this alive.
No.
No, there's-
Yeah, because they're like
Not
a lot of
unless-
people are being fucked up.
Not unless
Yeah.
someone comes in and tries to help them, which I don't
No,
see.
no,
there's
that's not
no way.
fucking
There's
happening.
no way.
I
'Cause I can
said
get-
that
if,
could-
if I was Josh Duggar, what the fuck his
Yeah.
name is, I would sue them. Well, I wouldn't sue them, but if I was him, I would be an asshole. So yeah, I would sue them.
Because he liked the assholes.
Yeah. So I mean, that was a major like break, and we don't know the name of the hacker group. It could be anyone. It's not anonymous.
I can't remember, but hold on. So we're gonna segue and talk about assholes.
Oh fuck.
Jared.
Yeah. This
So we
motherfucker.
talked about it a couple
Damn.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
I was skeptical because I wait for the facts to come out, and the facts are out. Fuck that dude. Fuck his couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, I had already brought up like
Yeah, you
facts
brought up that shit.
yeah, this is stuff
They,
that
they
the
weren't
FBI.
proven. They just weren't proven yet. To me.
He
Well,
pled
the-
guilty.
Yeah, he played
Yeah,
guilty.
well, now he played guilty.
Today.
So he's doing 5
years?
5
At
years.
least 5 years.
And he had
Yeah.
to pay each one of his victims $100,000
Scumbag.
of the 14 girls.
Straight up
14. I
Look,
thought it was 21.
if I was the dad of the person that he fucked,
Wow.
he wouldn't survive.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
He really wouldn't, and
Yeah,
I would have
sure.
no problem spending the rest of my life in jail.
Yeah.
So some of it is that he paid some of these girls to have
Yeah.
sex with.
Well, he paid all the girls.
Yeah, he paid them all.
I
except
think
for his
so-
wife, who is now leaving him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sick fuck.
Yeah.
But
Under-
the
and-
link I sent earlier, it was by the dailynews.uk. Like that was a long ass fucking read. I read most of it, but like the shit that happened, like the whole like how he had one girl, like you talk about this on one podcast where he paid this one girl to have sex with them, but he's like, hey, for every girl you bring me, I'll give you $100.
Yep.
that was totally true.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
So
there was a text
Wait,
between
and,
him.
Wait, no, and he said the younger the better.
Yeah, he said younger than-
oh,
but like he
god dang!
there was a conversation of him with the other guy because that guy just did
That guy was
some-
really
Wait,
fucked
did
up.
some
We're talking about
nasty
fucking
shit.
horses.
Yeah, he wanted
Yeah.
to fuck a horse. Him
Yeah.
and
And his wife.
another girl
His
wanted to
wife.
fuck
Yeah.
a horse
Can I just
on
say
this
this?
lady's property. You sick
Can I just say
motherfucker.
this? You know what makes it even worse, and it's awful no matter what. This is someone who has a face that's recognized anywhere. Like there's, and you know, he's not a movie star. I get that.
No.
And maybe he's not a super attractive
But
guy.
he's got
He's more of a
Subway
metal-mater.
money.
He does have Subway
He's
money.
got Subway money.
had
and
Subway
a,
money.
he had and a famous face. He had groupies.
Yeah.
He had adult women wanting to fuck him, and he had a wife.
Yeah,
you know what I
and he
mean?
had a wife.
And this sick fuck is fucking kid.
This is the worst part
Yeah.
is that he had like a foundation of against childhood obesity, and he was fucking some of those kids. It's like that's so
terrible.
gross.
Yeah, one
I
of the
think-
text messages between him and his coworker, or not, the guy, his
The guy I work for
foundation,
him.
whatever.
Yeah.
he told him like, "Oh, dude, I can't believe you spent such and such money to fuck this 9-year-old."
And he said it was great.
And he said it was great. It's like, this motherfucker. Like,
So
I wonder how little their dicks have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, this is what I wonder about. So
I don't wonder at
all. Well, I don't wonder either.
Yeah.
But it's weird to me that this is even possible. I don't got the biggest fucking dick in the world. All right,
whoa.
if somebody talks about raping somebody, like I couldn't imagine actually raping a female. That shit would hurt me probably as much as it would hurt the female. You know what I mean?
That
Okay.
like
how the fuck
emotion.
is
I don't. Yeah.
Well,
that's so fucking weird?
Let's be honest. Rape is not about sex. It's about power.
True.
Even without power, it's just like I couldn't imagine like forcing myself
Yeah.
through all that to get to. That's like
You want to know why? Because you're not a rapist.
well,
So there you go.
No.
That's why you can't wonder. You keep bashing your head on it. Stop doing that. You're not a rapist.
That shit's
We are
fucking
not
gross.
rapists.
Yeah.
These people are deplorable, disgusting human beings, and I hope they
But I
burn
want
in
them-
a fiery pit.
And I do want them to get raped.
well, this
Oh!
Well, I'm gonna I'll backtrack on that. I do not, because that's violence on violence. I don't.
Yeah.
You don't learn anything from that.
No.
Oh,
Only-
I think while they're in jail,
They should at least
I'm
experience what they did to someone else once.
I'm completely in favor of street justice in jail.
Yeah.
I would gladly kill them.
For I mean,
Well, I guess that was violence too. So fuck
yeah,
that.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if Puppet comes into the shower and handles his business with them. You know
Don't
what I
drop
mean?
the soap,
I
nigga.
really don't care.
No, drop this.
But like, my thing is, if it's a child molester, like, I don't give a fuck what happened to you in prison.
Yeah.
If you and I'm happy that like, a lot of inmates, if they find out you molested a kid, you're gonna get fucked hard,
Yeah.
deep dick, double dick
Long
style.
dick.
Yeah.
And it's going to be white dick, black dick,
Yeah.
some Samoans. They all going to run up inside.
Well, but you know what the fucked up part is that when they do like a survey of most child I guess abusers, and they were almost all of them
or white.
were abused. No, not were white.
wow.
They were almost. Why the fuck did you say white?
Just coming out of
man?
nowhere.
I tried to jump in.
Damn.
I tried to jump.
Anyway, they were almost all abused as children
Oh,
themselves.
it's a cycle.
Yeah.
it's a cycle.
Cycle of abuse.
Roman
Definitely.
was talking about that.
Yeah, with I think his last name was Crimmins. I forget.
Yeah.
He was a guy who was he's a comedian, but he was abused at the age of 4. So he was raped at the age of 4, and it was a totally fucked up story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we got to switch gears.
Yeah,
on this.
Yeah,
that's
this is fucking
yeah.
gross.
This is
I-
making my head hurt.
So,
So-
Jared, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
your-
fuck
your
you,
shit.
fuck your couch. I hope a horse fucks you in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So segue.
Long dick
we,
style.
We had an awesome conversation offline. Well, actually, no, it was online on the chat about the fact that it's August or approaching September 2015.
Yeah.
Therefore, for the first time ever,
Oh fuck.
we're going to have an award show. But we want you, the motherfucking Infinites and Queen of Spades, to participate
and cuckolds.
and cuckolds to participate in this award show. We're going to set up the categories. You know, best video game, white girl of the year, best movie.
My vote is for
Ronda Rousey.
No, Virgo Peridot.
Oh,
Look at
this motherfucker.
Well, actually, no, Ronda Rousey's. Yeah, she's.
Well,
yeah, that's
For best white girl?
We'll set up the categories. We'll have some type of voting system through Facebook and Twitter.
So this
Yeah.
won't happen until like December. Though.
In December,
Yeah.
but we're going to work on setting up these categories and let you, the fans of this show, vote on who the fuck you like as the best whatever for 15.
Yeah,
Oh,
and also the Drunk Cast.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
It's coming up.
September 4th.
I think it's the
Oh,
4th,
God.
and
holy shit.
It'll be a Friday or Saturday.
it'll be a Friday,
And
and
you
it
know,
is the
someone,
4th.
you know
I
someone's listening right now like, don't you motherfuckers drink every fucking episode? But this is going to be
It's going to
sloppy.
be sloppy.
Yeah,
really going to be
howdy.
slopped up, and it's going to be listener participation. So we're gonna next week we'll be on YouTube Live.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a webcam now, but it's like old, so I'm gonna get a new one so I can get everybody in the fucking same frame.
yeah.
Cool.
And then it'll be participation. So
You know what we should do?
see
We
if it's
should,
fucked up.
for our Black and Black account, like email account, we should, like, I know I have a few, I have extra things so we can get a phone number going. Have a G phone going, so like people can like call in and shit or leave voicemails, and we can like listen to that shit like on the air and shit.
Well, we can discuss it.
And you could also email us at bthenbti@gmail.com.
Yeah, we never really give that out.
We really don't.
Yeah, we don't,
Which is weird because
we use it though. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to be spammed with a bunch of.
it doesn't matter for spam. Yeah, let them
Yeah,
use it.
well, I mean, because what if all of a sudden, like, Prodigy's, like, Queen of Spades just shows up with a bunch of dick pics?
I see
and,
no
like,
problem
It
with
doesn't
that.
matter. And it is not our own personal email address.
It is not.
So,
So
it's the
this
group
is true.
address,
It is
so
the
I don't
group
give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's fine. There
So
you go.
I'm really excited about that shit. I can't wait
That-
to set up
the
the
drunk
categories.
The drunk cast and our categories for the end of the year. That's gonna be crazy.
What's cool with the G phone is or G voice is that if somebody leaves a voicemail, it sends you in a text format, so we
Yeah.
can read what the person's saying or whatever.
Yeah.
So, well, there
Alright.
you go.
I'm down with that.
Are we going to round table it?
Were we missing something? There's
I always miss shit.
yeah. You wanted to talk about Toonami changing
I'm
lives.
gonna get to that on my round table though.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna put Blue on the spot. So, what are you playing, watching, jerking off to, or enjoying this week?
I love when you say jerking off because man, I just
That's terrible.
well, right now I'm jerking to Asian girls. Like, oh,
Really?
that's why I'm mad right now.
I'm fairly certain that your fiance does not listen to this podcast.
She does not listen to
That's fine. So, when you say Asian, are you talking Korean or Japanese?
Japanese.
Oh man.
Well, talk about Denny this.
Oh.
I said my own guy.
Oh, you said your government shit, and you busted out that
You
Japanese.
say arigato.
Who said it?
I said my own fucking name
This
You say
motherfucker.
arigato. Leguise.
What?
How do you fuck up your own name?
because
Yeah.
from what,
Watashiwa.
I've learned. I took Japanese classes and you learn how to say my name is such and such.
Yeah, watashi
And
wa.
just muscle memory just made me say my own fucking name.
Also, memory of the time.
Total
God
knee.
damn, I'm about to get fucked up.
Yeah, I'll get you back safely. But anyway, so what you enjoying this week, man?
So I started watching the Dragon Ball Super, which isn't. So
I heard it wasn't that good.
I can understand why because episode 2, 3, 4, and 5, and probably 6 too are based off of the Dragon Ball Battle of God. So it's whatever. If you saw that movie, that's what these episodes are. It's pretty much they took that movie and cut it up. But the thing I don't understand is that there's certain scenes where the animation is just fucking garbage.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I saw.
it's
Yeah.
really fucking bad. Like
Choppy?
not choppy. Like it's
Looks
like
bad.
it's like some kid fucking sketched this shit.
Really?
And then, what's funny is that they do this. So if you ever watch Naruto, I'm a fan of Naruto, but there's certain episodes where if you look at certain frames, it looks all fucked up. But apparently, this show looks
This shit.
bad the whole time.
But the thing I don't understand is that these are parts from the movie. They're just cut it down to being part of the episodes. Like, why is the animation so fucking bad? Like, what the fuck are they doing and thinking? But so yeah, I started watching that. I there's episodes on YouTube if you want to pick that up. But I've been watching them in other sources. But I've been reading that Ready Player One, man. Every
Keep
time
talking about it, man.
Every time I read a chapter, I'm like, dude, I really want
How
to fucking.
long is this book? 'Cause
It's I'm halfway through, and I'm like chapter 12, so
like 400 pages, 300
I'm
pages?
reading a digital book, so it's probably like about 200 pages.
Oh, man, okay.
But
Okay.
digitally wise, I'm like halfway through.
Okay.
But like the part I read today, which sounds fucking awesome. So take your favorite movie, like any movie you ever watched, like probably like about 100 times.
Wait, porn included?
Well, yeah, I guess
Okay.
you can say porn.
Alright.
You
But-
actually watch a whole porn movie?
No, yeah,
No, I never got to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always finish first.
Oh! Fuck my feelings.
But yeah, take any movie like non-porn. Like my favorite movie would be like Aladdin, say for example, the Disney movie we were talking about that earlier. So imagine like you remember that game. There was an old school. God, what's the name of that game? Where you be watching a movie and it'll flash a certain direction. You have to like jump to that direction, or you have to hit a button so like it sync with the movie.
Yeah.
So imagine that, but so you're playing, you're in a virtual world. You're in this movie. You're the lead character, and you have to hit all the cues and same things that the movie would hit, and that's how you score your points. And if you do things right, you get trophies, and those trophies lead up to things at the end.
I am so drunk I can't follow this.
You're driving too, so
Yeah,
that's,
no, I'm
that's
fucking-
pretty bad.
I'm fucking with you.
That is pretty bad.
I don't mind hanging out, but yeah. So I'm continuing reading that. I still got to read that Deathstroke that you gave me,
Yeah, it's all good.
the comic book, not the fucking some kind of porn shit.
porn called Deathstroke? God damn.
Yeah, man. The Deathstroke was the best stroke.
Ah, there we go. All right.
When you jack out, busting her eye, and like goes through her skull. That's
That's true.
And
Damn.
is Fear the Walking Dead coming out this weekend?
Sunday.
Sunday, so I'll definitely be watching that.
Sunday.
On AMC, right?
Yes.
AMC. So I'll probably start watching that. I mean, pretty sure you guys will do the same. We got to pick up. We'll probably have a podcast on that.
It'll probably be on our next week's podcast.
What else is I want to read the Wicked and the Divine Part 2 because goddamn,
I brought it back.
So I'll probably take that. But other than that, I'm just gonna be drinking, and that's about it.
So I will pick up on
Chronos.
Yeah,
Chronos.
sorry, you guys didn't leave me into it.
No, go ahead.
I will pick up on where Blue was talking about. See, I didn't say your government name.
Oh.
So I will not be drinking. Well, I'll drink later. But so the Wicked and the Divine, I finally caught up to current, and they changed the artist twice.
Really?
Once was in like the episode before I read, or the comic before I read, and the next one was a different artist, and they were not as good as like the original. I don't know who the fuck wrote who drew the original ones. They were fucking fantastic. The last two, I hate to say it, but you're just not as good. I'm not gonna call you shitty, but you're not as good.
So wait, let me understand though. You're reading the weeklies then, or the
I think they're monthly
or whatever. So
Yeah.
you're not waiting for the trade paper.
No.
Okay.
No, and the artists on the last ones were nowhere near as good.
Wow.
The last artist for the ones that we're used to is they integrate in kind of like a graphical thing into it, along with handwritten or hand drawn stuff.
Yeah.
But these last ones were nothing like that. I've been kind of disappointed, and the storyline kind of took a weird turn. So the Wicked and the Divine, I'm not going to write it off yet because it's still good, but it's dropped down a few notches for me.
Is it the story or just the animation or the drawing?
Both.
Sounds like both. Yeah.
Both. Yeah, the story and the drawing, the artist has dropped off.
One thing with me was I started to read the Manhattan Project, but the drawing the drawing's like I can't.
You got to get past it, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you got to get past it. It's
All right.
a really, really good story, and I ain't bullshitting. I don't know who the artist is. I should probably look it up, but
I have it right here.
Yeah, he's got a kind of a weird style, but the storyline. I mean, Prodigy can attest to this.
Yeah, I was going to get into it.
Yeah,
but
again,
it's another image comic.
That's by Hickman.
Yeah,
and it's
great
fantastic.
story.
The artist is Nick Pitara.
Okay, well, I don't want to shit on him, but he's just not what I'm used to. But
Yeah.
I've gotten used to it since I've been reading it.
It's not a typical style for this day and age.
Yeah, it's
like,
kind of an older.
I kind of get that vibe, like an older type drawing style.
And it's not that it's lacking
Sorry.
detail or anything. Like, thanks. Oh, it's the other side. I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
Yeah, piss the listeners off.
Yeah. What else you doing?
Are you
Are you
not
on
much.
that?
I mean,
Are you on that Mia Khalifa now?
Mia Khalifa.
We
I looked at her. Yeah, it's
last
still pretty hot. I didn't look up her interesting photos though.
Yeah.
I like the one with the mom. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Where the boyfriend comes over. Lucky motherfucker.
Oh, I want to give a shout out. At the end, hopefully he makes it this far. A friend of mine named Robert. I talked about him probably just twice now, probably on the podcast.
Just a jiu-jitsu guy?
Jiu-jitsu guy. Like we were warming up for jiu-jitsu, and he's like telling other people that we're going with. He's like, "Hey, you gotta listen to this podcast." I was like, "It's fucking awesome, man!" So
shout out to Jim too.
Yeah. Koa Fitness in Newark, California is where I do jiu-jitsu. So if you ever want to come out and choke me out or let me choke you out, then come on out. And Robert usually fucking strangles me.
Nice.
So yeah, there you go. That's it. That's it for now.
All right. Oldest ninja in the world. What you playing, jerking off to, watching, or enjoying?
So I'm trying to finish up. So Destiny is about to go through a huge change on the 15th of September, and they have this year
what's
one.
What's it called?
The Taken King. Sorry. And Kronos, did you read the article from Game Informer?
I read a few articles.
Did you read the Game Informer article about the Taken King?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's on the cover. It's actually a really long article, but the game is getting a drastic change. And so for the people who bought the game last year, they have like these, I guess, accolades that if you finish, you get like a reward within 20 days. So it's on a timer right now. You have 20 days to finish it. I've actually completed all of it except for one. So I'm probably going to be doing that probably this weekend.
Put out your gamer tag because we always forget to do that.
Yeah, so I'm gaming on the Xbox One. My gamer tag is the original dog. Dog is spelled DAWG. It's all one word. Doesn't matter if you do lowercase. You'll find me when you do find someone. On the PSN, I'm the _original dog. Dog spelled the same way. You can add me for now, but I probably won't be on it for like a couple months. But I'm looking forward to, what was it? No Man Beyond or No Man Beyond?
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. There it is.
Yeah.
I keep thinking that one. I'm looking forward to playing that. That looks pretty interesting.
And the Taken King is Liam Neeson in it? Is he like the king or something? Is he like, hey, you fucked up? You took my daughter. I don't have the right amount of skills.
No, but Nathan,
I will find you.
No,
and I will
Nathan
kill you.
Fillion he's actually pretty heavily involved in the game.
I heard Peter Dinkle was going to get
Dinklage. Okay, so he's already gone. So they got a veteran actor, Nolan North. He's actually pretty famous, and everyone thought is because that he did a shitty acting. It's not. Bungie has officially said is because that Peter Dinklage was unavailable for them to use him in the game. So they basically got someone and they wanted more story interaction in this new DLC. So there's going to be a lot more ghost interaction and more of him talking, and Peter Dinklage was not available.
Peter Dinklage only did shitty acting in the beta. I'm sorry, the alpha. They improved upon it on the beta, and then when you got the real game, it's obviously the way it is now, and it's much better.
Yeah.
In the alpha, it was fucking awful.
Yeah.
Some people still don't like it.
Some people, there's a difference between not liking it, but Bungie was happy with it. But this guy's busy. He's a star, so he's the amount of
this motherfucker.
Damn. So the amount of work that they would needed him, he was just simply not available, and they wanted more flow. They wanted that cohesion. They didn't want that break where his voice changes dramatically with the DLC. So they decided to just redo everything. So it's going to be a huge thing. I am looking forward to Fear the Walking Dead, and I know a lot of people are freaking out, like, "Oh, is it just going to be Walking Dead in LA?"
It might be.
It might be,
it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
right.
But I think the dynamic is a lot different because we see the outbreak. We see our society collapse through this series.
Hopefully they execute.
Yeah, so, I mean, if it's the same people writing it, I believe Robert Kirkman wrote it and is producing, so it should be a great. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a great opener, and they're talking about crossing the two series, obviously crossover episodes between one or both of them. So I'm looking forward to that.
I wonder if the Talking Dead will be if they'll cover both.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're going to cover.
But would they have like a different there'll be one for Walking Dead and there'll be one for
They would have to. That would mean Chris Hardwick's going to be busy.
Yeah.
So I mean he's already busy. Yeah, he already is busy, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to have the same thing, and it'll be cool. Also, I'm still playing Dying Light. So that game is like hella huge. It's a vast world. It takes a really long time, so I'm trying to power through it. I don't have a crew. It's easier when you have a crew.
Dude, if you were on that PSN, I'd be down with it.
Fuck that. So yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take over and say I am loving the shit out of all things Toonami because it's rekindling my love for certain animes that I miss. You mean
ones that I tell you about?
Yeah, that I ignore for years.
Yeah.
So I like the Chico and I'm gonna fuck it up. Hitami.
I saw you watching that, but I actually haven't watched that.
That one is actually a good one. It's about this dank ass black girl in South America and this little white girl, and they're going through doing assassin shit.
And it's on Toonami.
It's on Toonami. That's fucking great.
What the hell? I've been sleeping on that.
Yeah,
one.
that one's good. And then I love Akami. Akami, what's it?
Akami Got Killed?
Got Killed, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm loving that one quite a bit as well.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
I got into those, gotten back on the strain, loving that quite a bit.
You got back on the Strange?
I'm just kidding, I do like the Strange. I like that Strange.
I kind of want to step back in when you're done.
When it's wet and warm. No, jump in here.
So I finished watching Knights of Sidonia.
Oh, really?
Fucking that shit.
It got better and better?
It gets hella good at the end. But it definitely opened it. It definitely left it open for a season 3. So
good, because it was a great series.
Seeing that.
I need to finish it off.
But then also I also started watching. I know you mentioned it once, but not Frozen, but
Terraform Mars.
No,
Freezing.
on Netflix. Oh man, that shit right there.
He's all watching Frozen.
Acid titties.
Yeah, just ass and titties.
No, acid titties.
Oh, acid
not
titties.
ass and titties.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have ass. No, wait. Which one? The girl with the acid titties.
That was Queensblade. Or
Queensblade. That's what
yeah,
that was.
that had acid.
She had acid in her titties though.
Yeah, and she had that snake as a bikini around her cooter. It was fucking awesome.
But freezing is like that's man.
Yeah, I love that
just
one.
ass and titties.
I'm
But it's on Netflix, but it's not censored, so there's like nipples and shit, which
great.
is really rare to see in anime.
It's a great anime. I haven't
hentai.
finished it. I think I'm on like episode 9 or something.
Oh, okay, I'm like 3
And then
deep.
there's a whole season 2 on that.
Oh shit.
So yeah. In terms of anime, I still got to finish Terraform Mars and Triage X, and then I got to finish Freezing as well. You reminded me. I'm going to give out my...
And Knights of Sidonia.
Yeah, Knights of Sidonia. God damn, I'm so behind on anime. I'm going to give out my gamer tag real quick. Silk Dog, SILK, Dog, DOG, on PSN. Holla at your boy. And we will make that shit fucking happen, because I'm on that Dying Light and Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, my handle is Tech12, TEK12X on both PS4, PS3, and Xbox.
I'm Cronus1. That is KR0NUS, the number 1. Both. Even though I don't play my Xbox, it's like getting dusty.
Yeah. Come play with us, fam.
Yeah. Hit us up on Twitter, BTI.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Everything's BTI.
Yeah. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
So we're on Instagram?
Yeah, we're on Insta.
Yeah, we're on Instagram.
Don't forget to put out that hashtag League of Dildos.
Yeah.
Show dildos. Ladies only.
Hashtag white girls of the future.
Oh, quit a spade.
Inside.
All right.
Bus.
Riding with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Did you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shit, got all you niggas in wet clothes. Style like my metaphors.